This livestream includes commentary on public videos, people and events. Any views or actions attributed to individuals mentioned in these videos are their own and do not reflect the views of this channel. This livestream is intended for informational, educational, and commentary purposes under fair use. The inclusion of individuals or events in this context is not an endorsement of their behavior, opinions, or statements, past or present. Viewers are encouraged to form their own opinions based on available facts and information. If discussions of controversial topics or sensitive material is distressing to you, feel free to skip or click away. Everything said here is based on publicly available information at the time of recording. If anything changes, reality is to blame, not me. And don't ever do drugs, ever.
That's right. Never do drugs, ever in your lives. So I want Tinkerbell Hippie, and Sean, and Kevin, and VIP Auction, and Dale, and Chris, and Stash Sims. How you guys doing? I am looking in the playlist to see where we left off, because I just went away. Well, I started the stream without putting Brooke up, and I was like, oh no, we're gonna get through the disclaimer. I think it's this one. 70 and sunny in Florida, y'all.
In the corner so you can see better. Maybe I can put you up here. I don't know. I don't understand.
Tomorrow's February.
I've got 4 bars. Oh Lord.
4 bars of gold.
What in the Princess Leia is going on?
Her hair looks weird.
Listen, I ain't trying to look cute or perfect or anything, but I do want to like not look like I could scare children, you know? I want to
Shouldn't be around children.
look like I'm not trying to scare children.
Oh, we're gonna do Undercover Penguin. When I was ready to do Undercover Penguin yesterday, it was like past 2 in the morning, and I was like, I should probably sleep instead. Because who's gonna even be up? I'd be very undercover, but the horizontal stream's already undercover anyway. So we're gonna do that after Brooke today.
I don't know if this is the right color, but we're gonna go with it.
Hopefully February goes by just as fast. There's the least amount of days in February, and it's fucking cold out and shit.
I found it. It's the milk concealer. Love me some milk. It's old.
It's where we go undercover as penguins. If you remember, you can go and see all the streams. I'll do them publicly, and then I'll throw them over to members only after, because there's nefarious people afoot, and if I keep things public, they'll go crazy, and I'll get a bunch of nonsense I don't want to deal with.
The packaging is like literally coming apart. It is not new, so don't be thinking that I'm out here spending $30 on concealer.
And also, some people are attention whores, like James Soroka. James Soroka doesn't need any publicity. So he can rot away in members only.
I didn't. I do want to be able to get some sun, so I'm not putting much on. I really just want to come to life, come to life. Take the redness. Oh, talk about isn't depressing on this channel. I saw that there was a teacher who was arrested for giving Benadryl to students. These kids were daycare age. First of all, let me start with that.
Why was she giving a Benadryl? Were they having like an allergic reaction to something, or is it to like knock them out so they could do crazy things when they're supposed to be teaching their class?
And she was caught.
Can you get to the point, Brooke? Why is she like this?
I never liked this milk concealer.
Oh my god.
Listen, if you like that dry shit, go off, queen. But I like...
Tell me about this evil teachers giving their kids Benadryl.
Like foundations that don't dry my face out. Milk, I don't know. I had a girlfriend that loved it. I don't see what the hype is about. I think it's more about the name. It's not really about the product. It doesn't work that great. I like the Lady Gaga better, but So, daycare worker.
Is it a daycare worker or a fucking school teacher?
It was one of those things that, like, I ran into one article and then I ran into, like, 2 more articles afterwards. And I'm just like, what is this? Whoa.
How do you run into an article?
I didn't even know this was a thing. But let me tell you, apparently, daycare workers are dosing children with antihistamines, Benadryl, sleeping pills at daycare now.
That's not good.
Not just one. I went and looked up cases. There's actually been like 150% increase since 2020. Nobody finds that concerning but me. I thought daycare workers and educators were supposed to protect children.
Ooh, that's fancy. They are supposed to protect children. I was reading chat.
But I could be wrong. It could just be to educate them and watch them. I thought the bare minimum of childcare was safety. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Well, at least they weren't breaking kids' arms. So where are we going with the day, Brooke? Let's get into something like fucking interesting.
All right, fuck it. We're going up to the top. We're going up to the top.
We're going to the top. I don't know what that means, but it sounds more interesting than whatever the fuck we were listening to before.
So, I know I'm on live. People know I'm on live, and they just trying to be manipulative. That's that shit I don't
Manipulative?
like. Like, you literally were probably just watching me on live, and then you want to call me and bug me when you see me on live. Stop dealing with people that are like that, y'all.
Did Randy try calling her?
They're fucking narcissists.
Fuck it, we're going to the top.
I done called you 16 motherfucking times today. And when I'm busy fucking working, you want to be all up in my shit.
Well, no, I guess like they have time to call you. Maybe they're on break now or something. I don't know who this person is. Not everyone is involved with your shit all the time. Except, not even me. I forget to check the court updates and stuff. People have to tell me things. I'm like, oh no, I guess it's back to work with fucking Brooke. Work with Brown. That doesn't rhyme. My brain just went crazy there for a second.
I'm so fucking sick of people.
I think she's like, who do people get obsessed over? Do people get obsessed over Kim Kardashian? They're up on Kim. I think Kim Kardashian's all up in her own shit. Doesn't she produce her own reality show? I don't know, man. But like, Brooke is, Brooke's just a crazy lady.
Fucking dealing with people that are
1 day and 19 hours. So like 19 hours is almost a day, right? So like basically 2 days. But the countdown says 1 and then 19. And then if I was putting different titles, I just put the day after tomorrow. And then tomorrow it'll be tomorrow. And then that should be clear to people. Yeah.
fucking
The 2nd, February 2nd.
narcissist. Known. Hello?
Her thing's glitching. While she's rambling about narcissism.
That shit blows so much, you know? Ain't it crazy how I went live this morning and I didn't have anybody in the chat saying stupid shit? You know these losers can't even get out of bed until fucking noon?
Yeah, I mean, like, people are up late.
My stalkers, some of my stalkers.
Remember when you used to work late and bring in a lot of money, Brooke, at the strip club? I bet you weren't waking up till noon. Actually, I don't know. Maybe you were on a lot of coke.
That like to come and leave hate comments and they'll flood the chat so my regular people can't talk. It's so crazy because, like, people tell on themselves how lazy they are. Like, you couldn't get up this morning when we was all up talking about George Floyd and everything. You couldn't get up with us and
No. I don't give a fuck.
flood the chat.
Well, I shouldn't say that, but, like, I don't give a fuck about Brooke's opinion about any of that. It will just make me angry.
Then no,
I need to lower my blood pressure.
because you were probably up last night smoking crack, sucking on your mom's tit. Loser.
Crazy assumption. My brain would never even come up with that.
So I saw
Yeah, she worked day shift when she wanted to. I swear, Brooke just snapped one day. She's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want. Well, I don't want to work nights at the strip club. I'm gonna work days, and I'm gonna expect to get paid the same amount. And when I don't, I'm gonna bitch about it and hop to club to club to club until I find another Randy. But she never found another Randy, and now she's just angry at the world. But this is basically like this is a Brooke show. Like she does whatever the fuck she wants now, and doesn't have any discipline.
the news this morning, there was another man that was at a park yesterday who was killed by his dogs.
Wait, by his own dogs? He was killed by his own dogs?
He was mauled by all of his pit bulls.
Oh, she's really on a pit bull kick. What is up with that?
He had 3 of them. They were called
Did you see this? Did Brooke see this?
XXL bullies.
Huh?
Well, folks, here we have another case of fucking around and finding out. It took
Was he trying to fight the dogs?
multiple officers to even get these dogs on a chain so that they could get them out of the park so that they wouldn't harm children. First of all, sir, just because you're an idiot doesn't mean that you should inconvenience everybody else with your stupidity. Here we have vicious animals who he had bred these dogs to have muscles all over them. Y'all
Was he training them? I don't know. You can breed a dog to have muscles all over it?
know exactly which dogs I'm talking about because they've been all over Instagram and everything.
I've seen kangaroos with crazy muscles. I wouldn't want to fight a kangaroo.
If you ain't seen one, I'll show you one day when we have another one of these stories, because there'll be more.
Or like gorillas. It's bred to have all muscles.
Or they happen every day. Pit bulls are out here killing their owners every fucking day, and their children. So I just find it interesting that this form of bully, this dog that was a pit bull, the name of it was XXL Bully. That dog's muscles had muscles.
That's the breed, or that's what its name was?
And the owner thought that it was perfectly reasonable to take
They were bred to have muscles, Courtney.
these mutts to a fucking park where there's children. Could you imagine being that dumb? Being that stupid? I can assure you that there's people everywhere like that. I see it every day. Fucking dogs unleashed. Like, I will say that for
Mark Hensley took a video of someone walking a cat.
the most part, most of the parks that I go into, the people have their dogs on leash because these type of people, they're not ignorant like the type of people that own pit bulls. I don't think I've ever even seen a dog that was a pit bull in one of these parks.
I'm just thinking of the dog from Bugs Bunny. Remember the pit bull? I think it's a pit bull in Bugs Bunny, or maybe a bulldog. Pit bull and a bulldog are 2 different dogs, right? I don't know. I'm not big into dogs. I don't have I've like had a couple dogs in my life, but I don't know like every breed of dog or anything.
That tells you a lot about it tells you a lot, you know? It tells you a lot, honey. That's all I'm saying. I ain't got to worry about being attacked by a pit bull on roller skates in this bitch. If anything, it'll be a border collie that wants their belly rubbed.
See, I don't know what a border collie is.
So, they don't know what happened. All they know is that witnesses saw this man's dead body in the park and his dogs tearing him to shreds. I saw them collecting evidence from the scene. Those
I mean, I don't know. What was this guy doing?
dogs had completely
Oh, Lassie? Okay, I know Lassie.
torn his blazer to shreds. An officer picked it
If there's a famous dog, and you let me know, I'll be like, oh, okay, I know that. I know, so the 4 dogs I've had, or like my family had in their life, I guess the only dog that was mine was one of the dogs, I don't even know what it was. I think it was like a half schnauzer, half poodle, but that's the dog that I stole from that guy. But then, like, my family had an American Eskimo, and I had a beagle, and then, like, my other family, because, like, my parents split, so there's, like, 2 households, so the other household had a Bichon Frise. So I know those breeds of dogs. But other than that, I don't really know. I guess because like I said, I don't know the difference between a pit bull or a bulldog.
It up off the ground, and it looked like a tissue that it went through the damn washing machine or the garbage disposal. You know, a lot of people get obsessed with having...
The beagle acted like a cat, but other than it would eat all its food all at once, no matter how much you gave it. But other than that, it like acted like a cat. It would like jump around onto things like a cat and stuff.
This persona. Sometimes that persona can end up leading to your death. Now, whether it's a fast car or an XX bulldog.
I'll see if I can find a picture. I don't know if I'll be able to find a picture of him. Maybe. I might be actually able to. Hold on. I'll see if I can.
You need to think twice about the choices that you're making in life so you don't fuck around and find out the hard way and end up dead. That's all I'm saying. If you love your children...
Your voice just turns into the Eric Cartman voice after a while to me.
If you love your children...
You wouldn't break their arms.
You'll do some research on pit bulls. The statistics, not the history. The history is important too because they were actually bred to kill. So if you do want to learn about the history, let me give you a piece of it. But the statistics, if you care about your children, you need to read the statistics. Now, we've read them on this channel. They were heartbreaking. I did not know that those numbers were as high as they were. I knew it was bad, but I only knew that from Judge Judy. But to find out statistics was heartbreaking and mind-blowing. It's crazy. I don't know why things like that are not taken into consideration, you know, when purchasing an animal. You're like, oh, I wanna adopt. That's what's best for the animal. Yeah, well, you can adopt something that doesn't have a license to kill, Karen. Like, if you love your children, you would...
You have a license to kill, Brooke. Shut the fuck up. Oh my goodness gracious.
...want to do what was in the best interest of the...
This is racism towards dogs.
...children. The slightest probability that that pit bull could attack that child is too much for me. But, you know, everybody views child abuse differently. I know I sure do. When I see y'all out here with pit bulls and these pit bulls in your children's faces and damn, I've saw cars full of them with children in the back seat, you know, minivans with pit bulls slobbering out the fucking window in the back with infants. Y'all are the stupidest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. That is the dumb... I'm willing to bet that there's almost a child a day that gets killed by a pit bull. A child a day. I'm almost willing to bet that it's around a child a day that gets killed by a pit bull. In this...
Just on her Judge Judy shit, man. So this was my dog. I was trying to find a picture of him where his hair isn't so crazy. He needs a haircut here. That's what he looked like. So he's like, I'm pretty sure, half schnauzer. He's definitely got schnauzer in him. And he had long ass fucking legs and that curly ass hair. So I think it was like part poodle. And then I also found a picture of me playing a show, just because this was back in the day. Look at me when I had a life and I was playing shows and people were like, oh, and I was like, woo, crazy times. Anyways, that's the dog. I might not even be the breed. If you know what breed this dog is in this blurry picture from 2010, let me know.
Country, and probably multiple attacks a day. It's just that the media doesn't pick it up.
Yeah, just suppressing
Those statistics
dog attacks
were alarming. Alarming. And not to mention, just this week, I've done told y'all about 2 or 3 pit bull attacks where the pit bulls killed their owner. There was the old lady and the guy that was on the bicycle. The 7 pit bulls that got out of the backyard. First of all, whoever owned those 7 pit bulls ought to be in jail for animal cruelty and abuse. And then they need to go to jail for manslaughter because their animals killed some guy. All pit bulls Oh, but it's just the way that they're loved. It's the way that they're raised. Bullshit. Bullshit. I grew up with an English it was a mix. It was an English bulldog pit. He looked more like an English bulldog, but still, I saw what he done. I saw what he done. He didn't give a fuck. He yoked my cousin up on the back of the fucking sofa, had her strangled, and was about to kill her. And we had him as a puppy, baby. So bullshit. You can tell that to somebody who didn't have family that was almost murdered by the family dog when he was not provoked at all. You can tell that bullshit to somebody who ain't seen it firsthand.
Brooke seen it firsthand all of a sudden? I don't know if I believe this story. Why wouldn't she have brought this up before? Before it was just, I heard Judge Judy talk about it. Now she has firsthand experience. Why didn't she bring up the firsthand experience before? She waited like weeks.
I used to dog watch. Last year, actually.
Yep, just like Cece.
I used to go into people's houses
Brooke.
and stay with their animals while they were on vacation or out of town or handling business or whatever. And one of my old employers had a pit bull. This pit bull just randomly showed up on the winery property one day, right? And
What do you mean just randomly showed up? But like, was it the winery lady's pit bull? Or this is like an unrelated person you were house sitting and this pit bull just showed up at the winery? Pit bulls, whatever.
And they took this dog in. It clearly had issues.
Oh, okay, I get it now. I should just let her finish. So it was a stray and they took it in.
It was real skittish. You couldn't get close to it. You couldn't pet it. Anybody that came near it, she'd start growling and get aggressive immediately. But they decided to keep the dog, and I would house watch this dog. And one time, this dog...
I thought she was going to say, like, this dog just showed up one day and started a ruckus while I was at work, and I had to put it down or something. I was going to be like, oh my God, it's going to get crazy. But I just my mind was running amok.
...tested me. I don't know why, but she's
also like very slow at talking when she's doing her makeup, apparently. I guess she can't multitask. Usually she's yipping and yapping like at hyper speed, so I think that's why my mind is jumping ahead.
Jumped up and reared back like she was gonna bite me, growling at me. And in that moment, looking back now, I feel like that animal was testing me to see if I was gonna hit her. Listen, y'all don't give these animals enough credit. They smart. She jumped up and she reared back, growling like she jumped up and she's like ruff, 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 like she was gonna bite me. And then she rears back and starts growling like she will bite me. But she'd already came at me 2 or 3 times.
Wait, did she? Did she say a dog recognized her from YouTube?
Before she reared back.
I must have missed that.
On her hind leg, like, you know, backed up from me and then started growling even more. It was crazy. I wholeheartedly believe that she was trying to see if I was going to whack her or something if she misbehaved like that, because she never did it again. And after that, she actually let her guard down and like wanted to be all over me all the time. Listen, somebody had beat that dog bad, clearly. I believe that their current owner probably didn't treat him the best either. But this was not the only time I saw this animal do this. I
must have been smoking or something. I'll go through my own stream from yesterday and just like search transcripts for recognize, because I want to hear this. How the fuck does a dog recognize you from YouTube?
I've seen this animal do this to children. I saw this animal do this to me. After that, she was fine. But that dog's going to end up killing somebody for real or hurting somebody. And that's the shit I'm talking about. You know, people see stuff like that and be like, oh, she didn't mean it. No, bitch. Straight to the Humane Society, not around my fucking children. She needs to be put down. Once an animal has already been aggressive like that, hell no. I've seen too many times. That poor guy, I feel bad for the guy that died. I really do. I got way too much red stuff on. And it's supposed to be, listen. I'm about to put bronzer on. It'll be fine. The poor old guy died. He died. He's dead. Never to be seen again. R.I.P. All because he wanted to, what, look cute with a bunch of damn heathen dogs that are aggressive and huge? Like, what was the purpose? I mean, I know what the purpose was, psychologically speaking, because anyone that's confident doesn't feel the need to overcompensate with wild fucking animals that could kill somebody. It's not really smart.
I can't find it. Caesar Milan. Malone? No, Post Malone. Caesar Milan, right?
What
I don't know. I haven't fucking thought about that guy in a while.
was really disturbing to me was the fact that he was in a park. Tell me that you are not responsible enough to be considered an adult without telling me that you're not responsible enough. Like, you
It's like a 2-for-1 bargain.
know, it's just crazy because I know exactly what type of dogs they're talking about. I've seen them all over the internet and stuff. And like these dogs, there's a video going around of one of them that's at a food bowl eating. And he's like, and they've done stitched it 1,000 times. And the guy is like,
Brooke's just jealous. Brooke wants to look like that. She's like, these dogs have all these muscles looking like The Rock.
guy's laying in bed. He's like, the dog walks up. The dog's like, I want to go outside. And the man's like, oh, you do? Okay. Yeah. Because the dog is so big. So he's the one, you know, that's dominant in the relationship, bossing the human around. That's how big this dog is. And I just think that personally, or well, logically, that you would have to be very irresponsible to put other people in danger like that. I mean, you know, the little old lady was mauled to death by dogs. The one guy was, he appeared to be homeless. He was on a bicycle. He had a lot of stuff on the bicycle, and 7 dogs had broken out of a fence, and they went over and tore him apart. 20 something minutes. He was being attacked by 7 dogs. He died. He later succumbed to his injuries in the hospital. I don't understand why these people are not punished. The owners. I feel like it's one of those things, if you know that, you know, your insurance company is not going to insure your home because you have a pit bull, and you keep that pit bull, at that point, you're assuming responsibility for any shenanigans that goes down.
I don't know if I disagree with her. Do you think if a beekeeper loses his bees and they like attack somebody and they kill him, would the beekeeper be responsible? Because bees are fucking, they're wild. They're out like in the sky and stuff. A bee's gonna be what a bee wants to be. But like, I don't know. Do you think the rules would apply there too?
You get what I'm saying? Because that's the case. That's absolutely the case. They will not insure pit bulls.
I want to ask Judge Judy.
Non-insurable. Because they're so aggressive. Because of the statistics. Because of what we know statistically about how they kill.
Oh, because Brooke watched Judge Judy, and Judge Judy doesn't like pit bulls or bulldogs either.
How often they kill, and their propensity for violence and snapping. No matter how you raise them, unfortunately, I don't make the science. The science is the science. It does not matter how you raise them. All of these cases are
You never can tell with bees.
different. It's definitely the breed. And if I see anybody with a pit bull, I walk the opposite way because I don't deal with that shit. I love animals. Not those animals. Those are not animals. Those are wild dogs, babe. You know? Wild dogs. Wild mutts.
Wolves.
Anybody that's ever watched Judge Judy knows about pit bull bites and attacks and deaths. She's been covering it for, 30 years on her channel? And people...
Well, I think bees die once they sting you, right? So as long as you keep the carcass, they could probably identify it through the species of bee and originate it back to its hive. I would maybe I am extremely overconfident in scientists, but I think they're pretty smart.
Still go out and buy them damn things. I think it's irresponsible as a parent to have that around your children. I think you're asking for it, and when something happens, just know it was your fault. I just don't understand why people like that. Hey, Laura. Good morning. You found a place to stay.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I personally just wouldn't want to roll those dice. But I've known people that are like, yeah, I've had pit bulls, they're fine. They're good dogs. Any pit bull I've been around hasn't bothered me, so like, I'm sure I would say a different story if one had attacked me or a family member or loved one, right? Like, I just, I don't know. I think any dog could probably attack anybody, but I've only owned 4 dogs.
Okay, good. An Airbnb.
They were all like small little things.
Yeah, I hope. How long were y'all? So you were staying with your parents there while you were in town. I hope that you guys can like still get together for Christmas, but I know that, you know, life is not always that easy, unfortunately. What am I looking for? You know, listen. I think that's it. I wouldn't even really want to do makeup. I think that's the first time I've done makeup, and I don't even know how long. I just wanted to look alive. Look alive, you know? Look alive. Ooh, anyone caught lying will be blocked. I wish it was permanent, but unfortunately, YouTube is on some bullshit.
It is permanent. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Oh. YouTube has not regulated this platform since they invented it. They need to. I wonder what Brett's planning to do.
No, she doesn't visit her kids. She like she relinquished her rights or whatever. So she doesn't pay child support anymore. She doesn't have any visitation rights. Her kids don't want to see her. I don't think she wants to see her kids. She just uses them as a prop for people to donate money.
I wonder if she should just open her own channel. I mean, it would go, like, literally, she'd have millions of subscribers, like, overnight. I don't know why she just doesn't, like, do her channel, her own channel. And it's crazy because I don't know how these social media platforms can have this much control over these creators. It's crazy to me. Like, the Daily Wire essentially owns Brett Cooper's channel. And they did prior. They hired Brett to tell, you know, to do in the comment section with Brett Cooper. And now she's leaving. She left. December 10th was her last day working for the Daily Wire, which is crazy. Here's another thing, though.
Is it crazy? I don't really care. I don't fucking know.
Her best friend is taking over her position.
That's the one that looks like Ben Shapiro, right?
Listen, y'all know how I was gonna write some stories to teach like good morals and values.
What, from a fucking 3-time felon? Okay. What? Yeah, teach us about morals and values, please.
This is a perfect example of what you don't do as a friend. If you and your friend are best friends, and then you asked your friend to be a maid of honor in your wedding, and she does so, and you guys are super close.
I don't think this is the same, but okay.
Then a social media network comes to you and says, hey, we know that your friend is running in the comment section right now.
No. You guys are at a wedding, apparently. Are you saying that you want to come be a bridesmaid at my wedding? It's on the same day at the same time.
But we would like to hire you instead and push her out. What do you do? What does a real friend do?
I don't know. Go be a bridesmaid and then take the better job opportunity to support your family. Because that makes the most sense. And if the other place really values you, they'll match their offer, give me a better offer. And that's how I've always operated. I mean, like, you'd just be stupid not to.
What you don't do.
Okay, she's trying to say Brett Cooper was best friends with fucking someone she was making content with, and then she took a better offer, and now everyone's mad at her or something. Is that what Brooke's saying?
Is what this little hussy did. Go in and take over the comment section. As if you started it. As if somebody even knows who the fuck you are. First of all, who are you? You're Brett Cooper's best friend. Yeah, you were Brett Cooper's maid of honor.
Oh. Okay, I'm really lost at this analogy. There's another person I don't know who is backstabbing Brett Cooper?
Listen. from my understanding, Brett is under an NDA and she can't talk about a lot of stuff. There's been other creators that work for the Daily Wire that came out and said the same thing. I simply can't talk about it.
So how do you know everything, Brooke? Where are you getting this information from? I really don't care about this enough to look into it, so I don't know. If you know, let me know in chat. If not, I don't really care.
Why she left, why she was leaving. I have no doubt that something happened. Clearly, Brett does not seem happy with this decision, and she almost sounded like she was choking up in her, video where she was telling everybody goodbye. What the hell? But what you don't do, hypothetically, if you have a friend at work, you and say, hey, we're looking to exile this person. Do you want their position?
Is that what happened, though? Or did Brett Cooper take a better offer and they had to fill the spot in their show with somebody?
If that's your friend, you politely
this is some person who looks like Ben Shapiro, and they're like, do content, apparently, and left one show to go do another show, and Brooke is saying that the person who is now I think this is what's happening. I might be wrong, actually, because Brooke is explaining it to me. And then the person who's filling Brett's spot on the old show is apparently a backstabber and evil and is her bridesmaid and not supposed to do that, according to Brooke.
Decline. That's the honorable thing to do. That's the virtuous thing to do. You don't say, oh, yeah, I'll take that. Fuck my friend. Like, how did we get here? Because I just feel like I'm living in the twilight. This little hussy that's now running the comment section, first of all, I don't like her. I can tell she's a fake freaking friend. Her demeanor screams manipulative. And that's just a basic, 2-second psychology grasp that I grasped from her. She's probably been trying to go from producer to host for years. See, she was a producer for the Daily.
Phil Collins was in Genesis, right? There was a band called Genesis, and Phil Collins was the drummer for it, I think. And then Phil Collins went off and did his own band, Phil Collins, where he does everything. Is it like that? And whoever Genesis got to be the drummer is evil now? But I guess if the drummer was Phil Collins' best friend in Maid of Honor, but a man's version, best man, Phil Collins' best man, the new drummer for Genesis.
Really wired. And then all of a sudden, they push her front and center in Brett's job. Like, we're just supposed to accept this and not ask questions. Hold up, wait a minute. Who is she again? Oh, that's right. She was Brett Cooper's best friend. She was Brett Cooper's maid of honor.
But wait, was she actually, though? Like, when Brett Cooper got married, was this person... Who is this person, by the way? Brett's actual maid of honor?
It was never in the comment section with Brett Cooper's best friend. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised that people have not been unsubscribing. The Daily Wire at this point doesn't have a great track record.
I mean, Kurt Cobain died, right?
Record of treating their host. It seems like, between the whole Candace situation where Ben Shapiro was clearly in the wrong talking about Candace at a damn dinner banquet. Bro, this woman makes you how much money and you're over here talking shit behind her back? That's a fake friend. And y'all know I like Ben. But I'm just telling you how you behave when you have true friendships. What you...
Yes. Kurt Cobain did die.
Don't do is get sloshed, go on stage at a banquet, and talk about the one person who's probably making you more money off of views than anybody else at the Daily Wire, including yourself. You know why? Because Candace had...
Maybe it's like, I don't know if anyone's gonna know these people, but like when Brown Sound left Sum 41 for a bit, and then the lead singer of Gob came in and was part of Sum 41, maybe Gob got mad at him.
A way of reaching multiple...
Even when Brown Sound came back, he was just still there for some reason.
...genres of people.
Her name's Heather Brick Clark.
That's some fake bullshit right there. So clearly it happens with the elites too. They're ignorant. They don't know how to behave in relationships. But I feel horrible for Brett. It doesn't, to me, from my basic understanding, nobody's given an explanation why she left the comment section, why she's no longer going to be working for the Daily Wire, and it seems like they don't want to talk about it. Go figure. And I feel horrible for her. She seems hurt, and I'm surprised that more people have not went and unsubscribed to the comment section. And
okay, well, she just gets on about this for another, like, 10 minutes. I don't care. We got the point. Like, why are we just repeating each other? Repeating yourself. I guess I'm repeating myself, too. We were repeating each other.
To get fucked over by that person, and more often than not, your friends are going to be the
so
ones that betray you because they are the ones in your immediate circle. At the same time, where I was living in my car, and just like today, I can't afford shit, and I would talk about that, and then some guys would send me like $5 on there and ask me to like contact them. So they were hoping that I'd be like, sure, and then go hook up with them for fucking money. Don't be naive, because the amount of people that did this and also asked me when I would not call them, then they'd send me another $1 or $2 and be like, oh, well, what about pics? Nudes. What a bunch of weirdos. See, those are the type of people that's wrong with the world. That's what's wrong.
What's wrong with the world? Just don't reply to them. Yeah?
With the world. People like that. I mean, just complete disgust. Yeah, for real, that's what I said. And you know what? You know what, Laura? They're the same type of people that won't even be able to hold a conversation. You ask this man, well, what's your favorite color? He's like, I don't know.
Does it look crazy, Lily?
Be like, oh, okay. Do you have a good relationship with your mother? Yeah, I see her. Oh, okay. What about your father? I don't know. I don't want to talk about this. Stop dealing with people like that. They're not right in the head. They're not mature enough to even be talking to on that level.
Bro, why are we asking this? What about your family, Brooke?
You know, it's like pulling teeth.
Brooke fucking hates everybody.
You know, trying to get answers out of somebody.
Why are you grilling them for personal information? What conversation? Is the first conversation you've ever had with them? That'd be annoying.
Don't accept that. Tell them to.
She just wants, like, emotional ammo to use against you, right? She wants to know how your brain works, what your tics are, and what to use to extort you to get fucking shit. Like, I don't like Brooke. She's evil. And this just shows that, like, she gets frustrated when people don't give her the information she wants out of them.
Fuck off. Oh my God, like that trend, the Christmas trend, or no, the rent. I can't pay the rent trend. Have y'all seen that with the women? So let's talk about this because this is interesting. So women have been going up to their husbands and they're like, I can't pay the rent this month. You know, now, currently in America, most couples are on a 50-50 type of relationship.
Really?
50, they both pay the rent, they both pay the mortgage. That's a lot of young Americans because they have to, because the economy is so bad. A lot of married couples, it's a little different. The older, the from the 40s to the 50s to the 60s to the 70s, it's a lot different. The older, the more chance of the man working and the woman staying home to take care of kids. Anyways, there's a trend where women are going up to their spouse and they're saying, hey, honey, it's Christmas time. I don't have my half of the rent this month. I don't know what this means for us. Like, I'm flat broke. And the husband, thinking that this is real, he has a response. Well, I saw one with this.
People are fucking annoying, man.
Sorry excuse of a man on a couch. And this woman says, I don't have my half of the rent. And he's like, well, what do you want me to do about it? All of a sudden, I was just divorced. I don't know where he went. I ain't seen him in months, officer. He says, well, what do you want me to do about it? And he's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. You need to pick up an extra shift. You need to pull double. You need to do this. You need to do that. And she's like, well, I'm not going to be able to do that, da-da-da-da-da-da. And finally, he just shuts down. Like, he was already shut down to start with. He literally was giving one-worded answers. And I feel so bad for that woman. I think that she thought that it was funny. He was dead ass. He was dead ass. He says, he barely said anything, like I said. First of all, just the fact that she is married to this poor, wretched soul is so sad. I feel so bad for her. The marriage will not last. Tell me how I know. Because he doesn't know how to communicate.
Not because she can't pay her half of the rent. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I paid my rent. Like, people who moved in with me, and I don't expect them to pay anything. So, like, fuck, I don't know, dude. This is foreign.
He doesn't have big boy words. You need big boy words to be in a marriage. It's imperative. It's non-negotiable. Women and men. Women and men. So, you know, the fact that he's incapable of communicating to his wife or even rationalizing a
Of course she's a relationship expert.
statement, like he can't even complete a full sentence, was crazy to me. Second of all, the fact that she thinks it's cute tells me that she's too immature to be in this marriage. I'm not saying that he should have jumped up and said, oh, I got the rent. No. But there should have been a process of this conversation that never took place between two adults, one of which
There was. He said, why don't you just pick up another shot? I think I know the video she's talking about. Let's see if I can find it.
is playing a prank on her husband. That tells me a lot. But there was no conversation. It was very quick, simple-minded. There was no information. Like, it broke my heart for both of them because they don't even know. Like, they're so stupid, they don't even know they're stupid.
I'm pretty sure it's this one. Hold on. This one? This first one here?
Hey babe, I have something to tell you. I can't pay the rent this month.
Sorry, I was changing.
Oh look, it's that fucking red flag guy she's talking about.
Can you just do like overtime or something on the weekends?
You want me to work overtime on the weekends?
What?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to go back to work.
Okay.
What line of work were you in? Pyrotechnics? Because right now... You're playing with fire, brother!
After what happened, they said I couldn't come back, so it's not like I can just go back and start doing hours again.
No, but you could get on ZipRecruiter and start hunting, you human tick.
I'm not going to be able to pay the rent this month.
Well, I'm not going to be able to sleep.
I don't know, dude. We don't know any context. Cool. I love when people just throw their spouses on social media in awkward situations for fucking a little bit of views to make them look like idiots. That's cool. It's cool. We're living in a great society, guys. And then some other guy with a big flag comes around and just starts making assumptions. I guess I'm no better. I make assumptions about Brooke. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I am throwing stones in glass houses. This world is fucked.
But there was multiple other ones where the women would ask their husbands, oh, I don't have the mortgage. What are we going to do? And he's like, what are you talking about? I pay the mortgage. He's like, you don't even know
Let me check.
how to pay the mortgage. If it was left up to you, we'd be on the streets. Hilarious. Now, those I love. But also, there was some other good ones where, like, people who shared the rent, the girl would say, hey, I don't have the money. And the guy would say, oh, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Like, I've got it. Like, it's fine. It's Christmas. I understand, you know, blah, 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 blah. So I think that there were some that were enduring and showed that these people were compatible. It's like, okay, yeah, they're together. I even saw one with a father who just had a newborn baby. And the woman says, I ain't gonna be able to pay the rent. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, you ain't never paid the rent. And she's like, yeah, well, she says something. She's like hinting at the fact that she's a bum because he pays all the bills.
Weird.
And he's like, no, you do your job. And he's holding this newborn baby. He's like, this is your job. That is your job. That is your job. He's pointing out kids. I guess they had 3 or 4 kids because he's like, this is your job. He's like, I've got that. So a lot of them were very heartwarming, sweet, traditional. But the ones that I've seen where the men immediately shut down and they're incapable of even confronting this problem head on and or helping their wives or girlfriends come up with reasonable solutions is what's concerning to me. Sometimes us women have problems and we come to y'all simply just wanting validation and maybe some help, solutions. Like,
I've heard the exact fucking opposite. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Cindy, thank you for giving 20 memberships. Welcome, Good Little Angels. I've heard so many times be like, I don't want a solution. I just want you to listen to me. It's like, but like, wouldn't a solution help? Would a solution not help? I mean, if this is Texas, that's pretty crazy because Texas isn't supposed to get snow. I blurred the license plate. I don't know. There's nefarious people amongst us. Somewhere in this world, vertical mode is crazy. I wish I only had this much snow though. Oh my god, the snow's pretty bad here. Do I have a video? I might have a video, a recent video. I don't know though.
I don't think that went the way that wife was expecting it to go.
Oh, North Carolina? If that's North Carolina, you guys should be good. Like I don't think court will be closed.
Which is what the nervous laughing comes from in the video. But, you know, she turns it into, like, kind of like a, ha, 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 he's cute. No, girl. He's a man-child. Man-child. His whole demeanor was uninterested, and his whole demeanor was demeaning when she says this. And, I mean, it's just, I don't know how people can see stuff like that and not realize that it is not a healthy relationship, but I have the capabilities of looking into that and being like, whoa, wait a minute. Girl, you need to run, first of all. You are with a man that is incapable of speaking. Listen, stop giving hurt losers chances, women and men. If they are not willing to sit down and have a conversation, you need to hit the door, because that is going to be a temporary thing. A temporary thing. And you're dealing with a child. Adults use big girl words, big boy words. We talk, we discuss these things rationally. We talk about our feelings and emotions because you have to be a stable adult.
She's gonna go on forever, man. So I do have some. What is this? Oh, this is a walk to California. We don't want that. There's this video, and then there's also this video. This is what Brooke's iPhone could look like if she fucking had better service. Oh, okay. So this is the snow in my place. Okay, now I can see if it's centered. It's pretty bad. So this is when I had to go. This is when I went to go get a bong that day, and then I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to shovel when I get back. I'm gonna have to shovel. It like went up to my knees almost. See, that's so bad. That's my American-sized garbage can now. The other one you can't even see behind this other, a little bit of a American-sized compost thing. The cans are way smaller than that, but you can see like all the hills back here and stuff. Like you can't even see any cars or anything. It just looks like sand dunes, but of snow. It really snowed a lot, and I didn't even notice. This thing fell off the wall. I had to fix that. And then this is it looking from the other way, because I had to like jump through everything like a little rabbit, and so that's me trying to get into the house. It's fucking crazy. So, and it's got like, we can't even see the ground anymore. Like I can't see pavement. You can shovel all you want, you'll never get to the pavement. So we're just kind of on a couple inches of snow. And like life's still kicking. Things are still open. I have faith in North Carolina. I think they'll be all right. Fingers crossed. I hope they better not move the court date for like an inch. I don't even think there's an inch. I could see leaves through the snow still.
Stop falling for people who are so guarded and then use the excuse, oh, I'm damaged. Okay, well, you need a therapist, and you don't need a relationship, because your damage is going to fall over into my damn life.
I think this is the other thing. I think boots are a scam. For the most part, I haven't worn boots in years. I just was like, I'm not going to wear boots anymore. And my feet never froze off or anything. Everything is fine. I went paintballing in a forest in the winter with just my skate shoes. And I think your feet just adapt over time. So I think boots are a scam, and I don't like them.
Tell me how I know. And I've been that person too. I've absolutely been that person too. So I see both sides, but what I am saying is if they are incapable of communicating, they're incapable of being in a relationship that is stable. And I see men all the time out here that are fucking brutes. Y'all got everything. Y'all got a career, beautiful wife, beautiful
well, that's like a foot. You guys, do you have snowplows and stuff up there? It doesn't snow usually.
children, and y'all walk around mad at the fucking world. My father was like that, and because of that, I dated people like that.
Wasn't she just like saying that people with dad issues are just stay away from them and stuff?
Mm-mm. The man I'm gonna marry is outgoing, outspoken, loud as hell. I don't know, I might end up with the quiet type because I'm so loud, but like, I really do feel like my dream guy would be just as, like, we would feed off of each other's bullshit, you know? Like, we would always be like, you know, playing and like thinking outside the box and just, you know, imagining things together and like playful.
Imagine this is how Brooke makes her escape. They're like try to transport her to court, and then if the thing flips over in the snow and Brooke escapes out into the wilderness, she gets her hands on a cell phone somehow. It'll be the first thing she gets, and she'll just be like, y'all, I need donations to get snow boots and stuff. The first thing I got was a phone. That would never happen, but it'd be fun.
That would be my ideal relationship, to be with somebody
I know you like the snow, Tash.
who's playful, who's spunky, who's, you know, maybe not as loud as me, but definitely is rational. They need to talk about things. They need to settle things in a positive way, like a healthy way. They would sit down, discuss, disagree.
I'll say the snow does look nice when it's falling. It's just when it's on the ground and there's a lot of it. That's when it's a problem.
Agreements.
Or see like what happened when I showed the video I showed you with my footsteps in it. I shouldn't have taken those footsteps because when I shoveled it after, it had like compressed and turned into ice, and that ice is still there. There's like just clumps of ice. It actually kind of doesn't make sense to me because you think it'd be like an indent, but it's actually the opposite of an indent. I can't think of the name. An obtrusion of ice where my feet were stepping.
And rationalize a plan to fix it. I've never had that with anybody because everybody I've ever dated was incapable of communicating. Incapable. But, you know, I once again believed that, you know, they were just damaged people like me.
We just escaped.
Listen. Yes, they were damaged, but they were also dumb as I was. So we didn't need to be in a relationship. Oh, let's go skate. Y'all want to skate? I got to change, but I can't do it here. And I'm sweating so bad today. I don't know why. This deodorant, I'm going to throw it away. That's absolutely what it's about. It's all about working together to make each other happy. And that's another thing, like, I told y'all about that bride that said she
got weddings on the mind today.
This bride and groom was getting married, and at the wedding, the official is like starting to officiate the wedding, and he says to the groom, "Do you have your vows?" And the groom says, "Yeah, I remember them by heart."
Uh-huh.
And he says something to the fact that he can't wait to slap her ass every day for the rest of his life.
Oh. Yeah, that's not easy. That's not hard to remember.
This poor girl pulls out vows, and she starts reading these vows, talking about how much she loves him and she appreciates him and she's going to honor him in sickness and health. And then the preacher looks back at the groom and says, "You sure you don't have anything else you'd like to say? You don't want any regrets down the road?" And this asshole says, "No, that's it." How heartbreaking. How heartbreaking. How long you think it'll last? I think less than.
It's just like the contrast and like the things that Brooke's done that are heartbreaking, what actually heartbreaking is, and just like you can bail. You don't have to say I do. That is a fucking a tell right there. Maybe this isn't what I want in life. And maybe he'll learn next time he gets married not to fucking be an idiot when he's saying vows. Or maybe vows don't really matter at the end of the day because they're just words being said at a fucking wedding, and then the actions mean more in the actual relationship going forward. But I'm kind of an asshole, so who knows?
In a year, and he'll probably end up cheating on her, but she'll probably end up staying, so maybe they'll stay together.
Talk is cheap. Like, anyone can say anything.
Because your self-esteem has to be at rock bottom to marry a fool like that. You really got to be polluted in heart, soul, and mind by a person to believe that that is acceptable behavior. I mean, it's crazy.
Or maybe he's just too real to fake being, like, I don't know, a person that he isn't.
Find some clothes. It's just sad. It's just sad. You know, anybody, first of all, this is why I tell people to get comfortable alone. Because in order to love yourself, you have to respect yourself. You know, like, and the best way to respect yourself is to become comfortable in your own skin.
Well, this is an angle. This is like a, I've never seen this angle before, this sideways cockpit angle.
Being alone. Once you start to appreciate solitude and isolation, maybe like 2 years after that, you might be ready for a relationship. And I'm saying because I feel like in 2 or 3 years, I might be ready for a relationship. I'm not ready right now. I got a lot going on. But I've got a lot of self-healing going on, you know? And I want to stay.
How is the phone even sitting? It's like, it's bothering me that it's sideways. She just threw the phone on the dashboard. That's how it landed.
Stay on that path. And if I get a boyfriend, it'll...
You're not getting a boyfriend. Stop that.
Fuck up all of my healing. See, that's what...
Good. Yes. Stop. Don't even think about that.
That happens. That's why alone time is imperative, and not jumping from relationship to relationship is the way to go. The only way to heal is not jumping from relationship to relationship. You stunt your healing and your like development when you're bouncing from person to person, man or woman. You have to deal with things in life, and it doesn't happen overnight.
That's me? What's me? Bouncing from person to person?
I just started grieving my mother's death a few months back. She died in 2007. You know what I mean? When I was young, I really looked at it as it's out of my control. She's in a better place, and I really didn't think.
It's a good advice. Never take relationship advice from a single person or career advice from an unemployed person. Yeah. You guys shouldn't take relationship advice from me. Or career advice. Ugh. I'm single and unemployed right now.
Think about it for like 10 years. I really got angry when I was in prison, thinking about my mother's death. So for a long time, I didn't think about it because every time I thought about it, I would get angry at the fact that God had taken her from me. So it was only probably 2 or 3 months ago that I even started thinking about that and truly grieving the loss of my mother almost 20 years later. Sometimes it takes people a while to heal from things. But if you never take that time and process who you are and what got you where you are.
Yeah, I don't know if I can call it work. It's a weird life. This is a weird life. But I do make money, so that's good.
You're not gonna grow. You're gonna stay stagnant, bitter. You end up bitter. You end up angry at the world, you know? Like, you have to take time to heal from things, especially if you've had bad relationships. And like me, you got your ass whooped, got assaulted, treated like shit by people. You have to process that and deal with that. You can't just let some man SA you that you were in a relationship with, beat the hell out of you, stuff you full of drugs. I can't just get clean and think, oh, I'm ready for a relationship. No. Maybe in 10 years, you know? Like, there's a process.
When Brooke's 50.
And doing the same shit over and over. Insanity. I have a lot that I'm healing from right now. A lot. the loss of my mother,
Well, thanks, Tiny. I don't feel young. I'm really feeling my age lately. I told you guys about my midlife crisis yesterday. And I'm quitting Mountain Dew whenever, like, I've drinking all the Mountain Dew in the house. That's it. No more Mountain Dew.
the loss of my children, a lot.
But maybe I'll feel younger. Maybe I'll feel younger with that Mountain Dew.
A loss of my future due to charges that I didn't do. Yeah, some of them I did. But the stuff that's affecting me finding work is stuff that I didn't do. So that's really hard to deal with. And that flower has multiple petals, and it's not a flower, it's an onion. There's multiple layers. That's an onion. That's not a good thing, it's a bad thing. I do like the flower analogy though.
I'm spending too much money on Mountain Dew because I crunched the numbers like Caleb Hammer. I was like, I bought 60 Mountain Dew, right? And I was like, all right, I shouldn't have to buy any more Mountain Dew for the rest of the month. And I was like, well, that only lets me have 2 Mountain Dews a day. And then I was like, that's not enough Mountain Dews a day. I need at least 6. So then I was like, wait a second, that's like half a case, and a case is $8 plus tax, somewhere like $9. So I was like, that's over $4 a day. And then I was like, what's 4 times 30? And then I was like, oh my God. And then it just got worse. So then I was like, that's like $120 a month, which is like $1,500 a year, which is almost a whole month of rent. And I was like, that's it. I'm not doing it. I can't do it now that I know that. Now that I know that, I can't continue to drink Mountain Dew. Because then a part of me was like, you could just drink 2 Mountain Dews a day. And I was like, fuck that. If I can't, it's either I have unlimited Mountain Dew or I have no Mountain Dew. So we're going to go with no Mountain Dew until maybe I'm rich and I can have unlimited Mountain Dew again in my life. But I'm hoping that I just feel better, like more healthy and stuff. But yeah, that's why.
Oh, let me turn it. I do like that up there. I don't know if you can hear me as good as you typically can, but I do like that up there. Now you can see back here. Look at that. You can see my home. Hello, this is my home. This is Betty. Not the pillow, the truck. The truck is Betty. This is Betty. I've had Betty for 4.5 years.
Yeah, but like, I've budgeted weed in at about $600 a year. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But weed's very affordable as long as the price doesn't go up. I think we're good.
4.5 years. My armpits are so sweaty. I hate that. I wonder why. I wonder if it's the damn. My suitcase, one of them. I've got 2. The other one is a kitchen now. When I go back up north, I'm building something. You guys gonna build it with me? If y'all have some.
Yeah, but I could get a half pound for $300. So I should. This is a big should. I should only be smoking a pound a year. And so far I'm failing at that. Like, I think I almost smoked a QP in a month. So there's probably going to be more, but it should be $600 a year, like $50 a month.
Ideas at the end.
Which is like way less than Mountain Dew.
This video, please drop it if you have any ideas for a build-in. I'm going to remove all of this, and I'm actually going to build something in here when I go back up north. So this container is falling apart on the bottom. The bottom, I guess my fat ass finally broke it. Listen, I gained like 4 pounds, so that's what did it. That's what did it.
I do actually. I'll get like really into a strain right when I'm running out of it, and then I'll be like, fuck. And then I'll have to like get into a new strain, and it'll be hard, and then I will finally get into it, and then it'll be the end of that. So this is actually like, it works good for me. I like my blueberry strain right now.
I wanted a cute shirt to go with this to skate.
Well, water doesn't like light up any dopamine receptors in my brain. Maybe I can train it to. We'll see.
That don't even match, Brooke. Damn it. I'm gonna build a base with boxes for storage. Kind of like this. It's going to be 2-foot lockers. And actually, I might do 4 boxes with...
No, not 300 pounds a year. I said I should only be smoking 1 pound a year. Which is more than an ounce a month. Really? I shouldn't be smoking more than an ounce a month. But I do.
4 tops that have hinges. You get it? So it'd be like this. Probably 1 on each end. And then 2 in the middle. And actually, I'll have to figure it out. I need to like draw out a blueprint and do some...
Oh, so at the rate I'm smoking right now, maybe. Because like a 1/4 pound per month. Yeah, I think that would be 3 pounds a year. I gotta slow down. That's too much weed. That would be like, oh god. It would still probably be less than what I was spending before on weed, but nah, it's not. It's crazy.
Some measuring. I'd have to take everything out of here first, though. I can make something. I know I can. It's what I'm good at. Working with my hands, building shit. I need a shirt. I guess I'm just gonna wear this one because I can't find anything that matches. So we're...
Yeah, so an ounce a week is like a QP a month. Because that'd be 4 ounces. 4 ounces a 1/4 pound. So that's like what I'm doing right now. I gotta stop that.
It's gonna be not it's okay.
We gotta stop that, Sam. We should only be we should be able to make a gram stretch out a day if we're just hitting bowls. And not like crazy.
We ain't striving for perfection, honey. We striving to work out.
Even if I could have a half. Like I think 2 grams should be good. 2 grams a day. And then that'd be like 2 ounces a month. That's still better than a QP a month.
Ah, so sweaty. My armpits are wetty. I will say that this glute routine that I've been on, it's working. My ass has literally doubled. In how many weeks? How many weeks has it been? It's been 8 weeks, I do believe, since I started my glute routine and my bulk. And my ass looks like it's doubled in size.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, too. Like, I will smoke a lot more at night. Once I'm done streaming and, like, looking around for content or editing little things here and there. That will eventually be done one day. That's when I really, like, because I'm not really smoking to get high during the day. I'm just smoking to stay sane. But then at night, yeah, I want to be able to sleep. Because, well, it's not like I have trouble sleeping, but I don't sleep for very long, and it takes me a while to get to sleep. So, like, the faster I can get to sleep, the faster I can wake up, and the faster I can get on with my life.
Not even exaggerating the slightest. Like, my pants fit different. I have certain shorts that I can no longer wear. And it's been, hold on. I'm trying to think of how many weeks it's been. It was the 2nd week in October when I started. No, it was the...
I did. We got like lots of Mountain Dew. Was it 60 Mountain Dew? Probably, well, less than 60 now. I don't know how many. 60 minus 6, I guess.
Last week of October. Brooke. For approximately 5, 6, 7 approximately. So it's been approximately 7 weeks that I've been in this. And you can do it for like, different people do it different in a bulk, but I really ain't even been drinking my protein.
Are you in a state where like you can't get it? You should move to a state where you can get it. It's so much better. I was scraping my grinder yesterday and I was like, I'm never gonna run out of weed. Like it's just, I can't scrape it all out of there. It's just keep unlimited in there.
I ain't even had nothing. Oh, I had those eggs earlier. I started to say I ain't even had nothing to eat today. Let's drink some protein before we go. I'm almost out. This shit sucks. I hate when people fucking procrastinate. It's like, dude.
I mean, they just call it crystal.
Why do you wait till I go live to give me a call? Like, piss me off without telling me you're trying to piss me off. Get him to come and arrest me! I just walked 12 miles!
And that is perfectly fine, and I will allow you to pay for your...
Hurry up and check me out before I go to jail!
At VW2054 Stroker super chatted. $9.99. You are gonna needs more weed donations to keep doing the lives.
Thank you, V-Stroker. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate you.
I don't know what people...
But no, even before I found this weed glitch, like, weed is pretty affordable. Like, I've never been without weed. I've always ran out of Mountain Dew before I've ran out of weed. I don't think, like I said, I don't think I'll ever truly run out of weed. I'll just get to a point where there's, like, weed I don't feel like smoking anymore, and then I get more of it. But I appreciate you guys. You guys are really sweet.
People think that, like, I don't know. Shut up, Brooke. People just get on my nerves, y'all. You know how, like, you be getting, like, past drunk? Like, you're past drunk. Like, you're drunk. You just need a little... send you over the edge.
At JakeJack066 super chatted. $10. Weed fund. Weo Wuio.
Weo. No, Ashley, thank you, Jack. Thank you for the 10.
Oh, God. I cannot believe that the
Ashley needs raise. I was gonna get Ashley to read Heather Gillespie's Merciful Storm new entry, but there is no new entry. So Ashley lucked out last night.
damn daycare workers are doing that shit.
I can't believe it either, Brooke. Except you didn't really give us other context. For nap time, I guess? That's terrible. That is terrible. I'm not even, like, joking. Like, they shouldn't be doing that.
From what I was reading, 150% increase since 2020. So if you got kids coming home sleepy from daycare, honey, you might want to take them to the doctor and have them tested for fucking Benadryl because it's normal now.
I wonder if that's what they did to me. I don't think so, though. I don't remember, like, it was preschool. It called preschool back then. I don't think the preschool or the kindergarten teacher ever gave us, like, any drugs or anything. I didn't know what I was taking. Like, we just ate our lunch that was packed by our parents.
For daycare workers and school teachers to be putting Benadryl in your children's baby bottles.
Trade some Dunker Brews for some Sodalicious.
And drinks at school.
Well, she said it was a big scandal, and she's just reporting on it, but I don't know if she read the article right.
My question, would a parent be wrong if they walked up into daycare and whooped a damn woman's ass because they done doused their children with Benadryl? That's one of them vigilante cases, honey, that if it happened, I wouldn't be feeling too bad for the damn school worker.
Let's do a confirmation bias search. Recent incidences have brought to light alarming cases of daycare workers administering Benadryl to toddlers to force them to sleep, a practice that is illegal and considered a serious form of child abuse. Well, I'm glad we're on the same page, Internet. So the places that they found in 2025 that were doing this, well this is... that Brooke was like ahead of the times here because she's talking about this in 2024. Georgia daycare incident in March of 2025. Oh, that's just one. It may seem like there's a bunch of lists, but there's one in Georgia. That's bad.
I can tell you that. I saw one interview with a sheriff who said that he couldn't arrest. So first of all, there was a woman that had toddler age children in the daycare.
Why don't I just call them toddlers?
And she was caught on video opening a pill bottle and putting Benadryl in baby bottles. She was caught on camera. Caught on camera. No denying it. She goes, she grabs the milk out of the fridge. She puts the pill in the baby bottle and the milk on top, and then shook it up and gave it to infants. This child was so little, he was in a baby swing, y'all. There was multiple times she was caught on camera doing this for the entire classroom that she had, daycare. They also found the residue in the bottom of the bottle where the pills had stuck. So they had all of this information and evidence. And you know what the sheriff said? This is the scary part. This is the scary part. The sheriff said, well, there really wasn't a crime committed. These are over-the-counter medications. What are we supposed to charge her with?
Is the sheriff stupid? Shaking her head. Just let the kids run around outside for a bit. They'll tucker themselves out. I don't need to give them drugs.
I don't think that I would be able to control my rage. You know what I mean? I don't think I'd be able to control myself if I was a parent in that position, knowing that these people have been drugging my child. I don't think I could prevent myself from driving over there and causing a scene. Like a big bloody scene.
Apparently, it said, Google said it was child abuse.
There was 5 other people back there, disordered conduct. Do you not see that I'm homeless? Do you know what that does to a person's psychology? Do you know who I am? Do you know? I was not disorderly conduct.
At there Alchris-E super chatted. $10. I agree Jack Steve needs it for these wackadoodles.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for the 10. I just imagine like someone swiping through live feeds and coming in during one of those, like those, oh, and then just Brooke, one of these fucking frozen faces of her looking really goofy, and she's like, what the fuck is it? I guess it's no, I think it's better than Uwu. Uwu, fucking, like, I don't know what that is. At least, I don't know. Thank you, though, Chris.
You know? You know? I'm just saying, I feel bad for any parent that has had to go through that. Apparently, this has become a huge issue. Huge. Hundreds of cases. Hundreds, if not thousands. In
David, how did it feel?
the past 4 years. This is becoming a common thing. Now, there have been educators that were arrested, and actually, there's a long list of them. I got mugshots. These are real child abusers.
There's going to be a new theme tomorrow because it's going to be a new month. There's going to be new sound bites. Maybe I can do like a visual effect somehow. Like if I have a button to just make everything start going like trippy. Like you're on acid when it goes, oh, it just starts doing all this crazy stuff.
Who go into the profession of looking after children, gearing children's early childhood development.
Benadryl makes you crazy? I heard people take it to get high, but the high experience isn't a very pleasant one.
And instead of doing their job, they're getting them so doped out on Benadryls and other over-the-counter sleep aids that these poor children just sleep all day. And then guess what happens when they go home at night and they're finally awake? Yeah, then they don't want to sleep because they've been at school asleep all day. So
Get them to come and arrest me! I just walked 12 miles!
And that is perfectly fine, and I will allow you to pay for your...
Hurry up and check me out before I go to jail!
At Cindy_Lou_102 super chatted. $5. Benadryl works opposite on ADHD kids. Gave my kid that once, never again.
Oh, like it makes them more hyper? Thank you for the 5, Cindy. That's interesting. I wouldn't, I wonder why that is. Like, because antihistamines are obviously different than, I don't even know what, Ritalin. Or it's, Adderall's an amphetamine, right?
So way to cause problems for the parents that are paying your paycheck. I mean, it's completely disgusting. People like that need to be under the jail. But they never will be because the sheriff says it's not a chargeable offense.
That makes sense, Tinkerbell.
Well, what if I go over there and knock her teeth down her throat? Is that a chargeable offense? Oh, for me, I'm going to jail because she poisoned my child with Benadryl. Oh, that's logical. Come on, man. Now too much is coming out. Ain't that crazy, y'all? Go look. Go Google it. Just Google daycare worker caught dosing children with over-the-counter
I bet Grant Harding would know.
meds. There'll be thousands of news articles that come up. Well, there should be. We all know how Google is. I know when I was doing my research, there was one person, a doctor, who said that there was a 150% increase since 2020 in these types of actions from educators. And you know, here's what's gonna happen. Somebody's child is gonna end up dead from an accidental overdose from over-the-counter medications because, like I said, some of these were infants. Somebody's child's gonna accidentally end up dead before something happens. Yeah, they've arrested a long list of these women that were doing this, but it hasn't put a stop to the problem. If anything,
They arrested people, but the cops said they couldn't do anything. What are... Brooke, can you get your story straight? I hate when Brooke tells stories. I never know what the fuck is actually going on.
it's catching on like wildfire, and more educators are doing it.
That doesn't make any sense. Oh, look, all these people are getting arrested. Let's start doing the thing that is getting people arrested? Looney Tune?
Because they don't know how to do their jobs, because these people are not trained, they're not educated like they're supposed to be, and people are getting dumber, you know, they're getting lazier, people are more self-motivated than ever. So is it a surprise? No, not for me. I know the realities of these type of people anyways. We need skates.
Greasy smirk.
We need skates, boss. They're all the way under the mattress.
Are we going skating?
Here, will you put this back up there for me? Please? Pretty please? Come on, man. You know and I figured out why my shoulder's always messed up. I guess I've been sleeping on it. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh my God. I was like, that's it. I slept on it wrong. That's
Mention story time with Brooke on Benadryl.
exactly what it's been coming from. All right, I'm gonna grab my skates.
I don't know if I've even had Benadryl before. Have I ever taken Benadryl? I don't think there's ever been a time where I've been like, I need Benadryl.
You know what's crazy is that even though I haven't been training abs, my abs still feel like my stomach feels flat from the training that I did do. It's crazy because I'm in a bulk, so I'm
Oh my God, the bulk.
gaining weight, but I'm only gaining weight in my ass. That's what's crazy. All right, I found it. And I also found a cute pair of pants and a shirt. I didn't know this stuff was under here. All right, listen, the bed's just gonna have to be the bed for a minute. I ain't putting this shit back right now because I'm gonna have to do it when I get done skating. I just feel like there needs to be a deep psychological evaluation before we let people around children and women. And I'm talking about cops, I'm talking about educators, I'm talking about everybody, doctors. Hello, nice bikes. There's some badass bikes, expensive ass bikes. They got them damn, the ones that like self-power or whatever. Some of them e-bikes, y'all, are thousands of dollars. It's crazy to me. Crazy. I mean, I guess it's
Like an electric bike? What you talking about?
a small investment. You can always get your money back. You know, it's one of those things where if you take care of it, you could resell it. But I just ain't never had $1,000 to spend on nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me. Rich people shit. What do I know?
I don't know. I don't even know what she's trying to describe, but she's got rollerblades or skates.
I've been looking for another coat. Look, I found one. It's clean. All of that stuff back there was fall over storage. I've been looking for like comfortable shit to wear. There it is. Ooh, there it is. Ooh, there it is. All right, here. Don't put the dirty part on your thingy-madoodle. First thing we gotta do is find a bathroom, because y'all know I always have to pee. I'm like a little kid, ain't I? Well, it's because I drink so much water in my defense. That's how I stay beautifulness. Listen.
My back.
You gotta drink your water, man. Men are supposed to have somewhere between like 3.5 and 4 liters a day. That's with an L. Yep, L, liters. Women are supposed to have 3 liters a day. Some of y'all don't even drink 1 bottle a day. 8 ounces of water. Ask me how I know. Listen.
I'm curious. How do you know?
My pants ain't acting right. Or my socks. I'm not even gonna match, but I don't care. Do I look like I give 2 fucks or a fern? I ain't got a fern to give, you know what I mean? They're not in bad condition. I mean, they still look good after like 4 or 5 years. I hope you can see them. Shit, I guess I'm gonna leave my headphones because that's not working. Where's my key? Look at how pretty the trees are here.
Listen. We're gonna go roller skating down a dirt road.
My makeup didn't come out bad. It could be worse. I think I'm a little dark, but... I wish they worked better. I usually wear bell bottoms, so whatever. But there's like a lot of debris here. They feel great. I just want to check the wheels and make sure that they're not...
I don't know you from Adam.
Yeah, well, got to learn. This is the mountain, boy. This is the mountain. Yeah, that means that this is the good old boy system. That's exactly what it means. You're part of the system now. You're Eve just like they are.
At Rochelle-SJ5Z super chatted. $2. Happy Saturday, Steve. Last day of the month rolling on the floor laughing.
It's the last day, Rochelle. It is the last day. Thank you for the 2.
Like falling apart because sometimes this ground vibrates your brakes out. That's how I felt. Remember last year when I took a nosedive and then freaking lost? I got like road burn on my kneecap. It was
I don't know. We weren't around for that.
bad. It was freaking thick. You could have fit the damn end of a penny down in that shit. My whole leg was bleeding. I went flying through the air. Scuffed up my Nixon. I was mad about that.
She's always getting into accidents. The car accident, the the bike accident. Now there's a roller skating accident. Stop getting on wheels.
I don't know why I wouldn't be safe. I only have 3 weapons strapped to me right now. Make sure of that. Speaking of which, thank you for bringing that up. Oh, I've had one. Boom. Hold on 1 second. And there's security in here. Tons of cops in here. I just saw one over there. I love to be, and that's why I like it here, because there's cops. I ain't got to worry about no meth heads in here. Meth heads are not going to pay the $5 to get in this beautiful park.
The Crocs incident.
Glasses. I always regret taking them, but then if I forget them. You can't see that on my back, can you? Oh shit, I guess you can. I guess you can. Oh well. Well.
Yeah, I don't think quitting Mountain Dew is gonna be that hard. The more I think about it, I quit energy drinks. I've quit cigarettes. I've quit fucking OxyContin. It's just Mountain Dew. It'll be fine. Brick drinking bang made me think like, would an energy drink be nice? And then Caleb Hammer in my brain was like, no, you fucking idiot. Can't spend money.
I just don't want people to think I'm carrying like a gun. You know what I mean? All right, let's go. Which way am I going? Closest bathroom's this way. Gonna be a lovely day, lovely day. Oh, I can't see the ground. See, that's every time. I'm like, let me take my glasses. And then I take my glasses and I'm like, shit, I can't see the ground. So you have to scope out. Damn it, it won't let me turn it around. I have to scope out the ground before I can like, see all of that debris? Your eyes constantly have to be on the ground so that you don't bust your ass. And I've only had a problem with like one person in here, and it was that weird guy that kept showing up on the damn skateboard trying to talk to me like, sir.
Damn skateboard man. My mom used to get mad at my dad for rollerblading in the house. Which, like, do I think about it? I mean, like, what was he doing? Why was he rollerblading in the house? I get it. I guess it's because it was their first house or something. I don't know. That's why they divorced.
What part of I don't speak to strangers?
It's not specifically why, but I'm sure that's one of the reasons why.
Do you not understand? It's kind of crazy to be a 30-something-year-old woman saying that, but, like, you have to. People are vampire energies, y'all, and they will come in your aura trying to latch onto you.
They're vampire energies? You mean energy vampires, right?
We don't speak to strangers, and we don't meet people. People are vampire energies, y'all, and they will latch onto you. We don't speak to strangers, and we don't meet people off the internet, and we don't talk to people from the internet in public. You know, there's certain things you don't do. It's crazy I gotta say this. Maybe I should put it on some t-shirts. I don't talk to strangers. You know what I mean? You know that alone would be enough. That's another thing. That's another thing. Graphic tees, I've noticed, are a conversation starter for perverts.
Betty Davis eyes.
They love to use like a band tee as a reason. Oh, you like, hold on. Oh, you like ZZ Top? No, I don't. My boyfriend made me wear this. You know what I mean? Like, pay attention to, I don't wear band t-shirts a lot because of that anymore. How sad. Because everybody thought they could talk to me just because
Most people don't even know the band that they're wearing on their t-shirt.
I got on a damn Blink 182 shirt or a Dark Side of the Moon shirt, you know? Like, it's so weird, but going back to some people will interject themselves any way possible because they just want to have any attention from you.
The iconic ZZ Top shirt. I don't remember her in a Blink-182 shirt. Heather Gillespie has a Blink-182 shirt.
We're going up here to this pretty part. I can get my ass up this hill. It's a hill. Also bathroom. Yay!
The Nikki incident happened with the ZZ Top shirt, I'm pretty sure.
Beautiful botanical gardens. I don't know what you can see. The sun's in my face, so. This wind today. We're going back out to the street. I'm so mad that my camera won't turn around. I don't know why it does that.
Because it hates you.
The wind. It's so bad today. Jeez Louise. Oh, let's go this way. Huh? I can't see. I'm sorry, y'all. I miss everything. There you go. Great. That's a great idea, Kevin. I'll do that. I should. Just, oh, what if it was a picture of Jesus and it just says, "This is my husband," or whatever? Look how pretty. Can y'all see? That water is up today, boy. I can see it. I think they had the red flag out, which means that you can't swim. Oh, he's handsome.
Dr. Pepper used to be my jam before Mountain Dew.
Baby's handsome. I want a fur baby. Maybe one day. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See, that was a like a border collie off a leash. That doesn't even bother me. But if it would have been a pit bull, I would have been running the opposite way. There was 5 other people back there, disordered conduct. Do you not see that I'm homeless? Do you know what that does to a person's psychology? Do you know who I am? Do you know? I was not disorderly conduct.
At BetterDaversize-YL3X super chatted. $10. It took me 2 days to figure out how to get all my stuff back, but I figured it out. Love you guys listening in at work. WOOE.
Aw, thank you for the 10, Betty Davis says. I'm glad you got it back. If you needed to make a new account, you could have always just put in all caps, "This is Betty Davis says," and we would be like, oh. But I'm glad that you're on your original account, so we don't have to do that. Brooke is in the washroom.
Even though soap in here. My pants. 1 minute.
Have you ever peed with rollerblades on? I haven't.
They're not up high enough. The next minute, they're up too high. Make up your damn mind.
Would it be hard? I'm just imagining like trying to sit with roller skates on. What if they slip out from under you? How do you stand back up? Maybe I'm putting too much thought into it.
Oh God. This water doesn't even work. I love that idea. People are a trip. I'll just be ignoring people because it's better than damn, stressing. All right. I wish I could turn my camera around. I'm so mad at YouTube. It's either the phone or the app. I don't know. I don't really care. I just wish it worked because I wanted to show you my cool skate.
Just had to rolling through some piss floor.
There's actually quite a bit of debris on the ground today from the wind. Hope I can remember where I parked. Ooh, it's starting to go fast. I'm gonna bust my ass. Oh God. Ooh, 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 ooh. Tons of debris.
Got no love from me. Hanging with the passengers out of the best friends range.
Sticks everywhere, big sticks, little sticks. Sticks everywhere.
Make a song about that. I don't think we ever hear Brooke's song. Brooke said she wrote a theme song but didn't actually write it, and we're never gonna hear it, I don't think.
Oh man, there's too many leaves. I wanted to go play over there. Too many leaves. There's a car coming, Brooke. You're gonna get hit. Pay attention. I was not paying attention. Here comes a car. Will you come on so I can go? Because this concrete's too thick. There we go.
My back hurts so much. Oh, I was shoveling.
Ugh. I don't know what's been going on with me, but I just haven't been in the mood to work out. think it's ovulation. That shit sucks. Because you don't want to do nothing for like 10 days. You feel
Her uterus is always doing something, man.
lethargic. And then you feel good for like a day. And then you go back to feeling like shit for another like 7. It's like, wow, that sucks. You know, you would think by now they'd have a pill for that to actually cure or assist with like PMDD or premenstrual dysphoric disorder, PMS. Hell no.
There is. If I'm not mistaken, you can do like certain types of birth control that'll just stop your whole cycle completely.
But they got a pill that'll get your penis hard though. So
Yeah, they also have that.
the beach is over there. It's a long road. Long ass road. I can't see. I'm gonna bust my ass because I can't see. There we go. And I've actually been working on stuff. Week before last, I was working on my moves on these things.
Your moves?
My lifts, my jumps.
What? She just jumps on us?
And then I started feeling depressed again. And this is the first time I've been on skates in like a week.
I wonder what Brooke's plan is for the day. I guess just skate around, complain, read the news, eat some fast food, and go to bed. I feel like she had more of a goal, like more of a plan, and like all the other sagas. This is the most lazy, floating around doing nothing saga out of all of them.
I'm looking for somewhere to set my camera down. Probably my stand. I should have just brought the damn stand, carried my stand with me. It'd be like carrying the damn stand. It looks like a stick man. Oh, that's what we should call him. Stick man the stand. My stick boyfriend. He follows me around and does all of my recordings. He holds my camera for me. He's my videographer. Where did I park? I think this is it, but I'm not sure. Because I usually don't park over here. I was just trying to get away from people. I always go to like the deepest black hole of like, I'm gonna find like a cave and bunker up in it with no people. Seriously. I always go to like the farthest back that I can isolate from people wherever I am. Like if it's a theater, I'm usually like near an exit, over off to the side where you won't notice me.
Interior crocodile alligator.
The debris, man, is so bad today. Y'all see all this shit on the ground? It doesn't help. They usually come through here and they'll leaf blow shit, but the wind is hell today. Oh God, what's going on? There we go.
She's gonna get mad.
No, but it's mine. You shut the fuck up. Bye. What is wrong with people, y'all? I'm so sorry. People are crazy, ain't they?
Take care, Rochelle.
So I've been working on my back side over. It's actually quite hard, especially when you get going fast because of your balance. But that's one of my favorites is the crossover. There's so much shit right here. I'm gonna find my stand. And crossover. It's actually really easy.
Is that just not... Is that a trick? I don't think that's a trick, is it?
Not that easy on these.
Like the equivalent of a kick turn on a skateboard. I wouldn't really call that a trick.
I need to loosen these wheels up. It would help. All right, let me find the stand. What is wrong with people? I'm sorry that he's been cussing y'all out and I couldn't find it. Lord. Go, little rock star.
Where'd you go? She told us she could do jumps and stuff. Billy. Maybe.
Nope, it's gone. Damn, I done left that son of a bitch somewhere. Where's the last place that we had it? At the, where we was yesterday. I don't remember.
I don't know what she's looking for.
Did I put it in the oven? Where the... Well, I guess it's gone. Oops, shit happens. Let me pick my glasses up before I lose them damn things. Oh, I'm gonna go to a different part of the park because I don't like this part.
Are we gonna drive with roller skates on?
Not doing anything. Yeah, for real. That's what we were talking about yesterday as far as, or day before yesterday, when I said that. Where's my hairbrush now? The majority of people, they put blinders up to issues and problems. Sorry, I'm gonna fix that. And they just ignore the problem instead of trying to fix it. And I think I did that for a long time because that's how I was like led to believe that we're supposed to live, because I saw my parents live that way and then I saw everybody else around me live that way for so long. But fixing the issues
Oh,
that
the
people ignore
stand.
every day is
I don't know how you lose a fucking camera stand. That's a big piece of equipment.
addressing those issues and then fixing them.
Remember Heather Gillespie lost her tent poles? It's a very essential part of the tent.
It's self-development, you know, it's self-growth. That's how you learn. That's how you come into wisdom, is by healing and making changes inside, within yourself. Like, I look back at like 25-year-old me and I was still a child, which is crazy. Hey, Teresa. Yeah.
You know what? It's probably cold enough. I was thinking, I was like, maybe I could take you guys ice skating. Like, we could go ice skating. That'd be something. That'd be content. But it was, when I had this plan, it kept dipping like it was going over the freezing point. So obviously, like, the lake isn't frozen if it's going above freezing. It should be frozen now. I should go check. Let's see if people are ice fishing on the lake.
Jordan said that you're supposed to wait like 18 months after you go through something to process it. So that's usually the rule of thumb. It's kind of crazy. It took me 20 years to grieve my mother almost. But yeah, he says that when you go through something, you set on it for a little while.
And then after about, 18 months, maybe a few, like 2 years, you can start to write about it, journal it, see how that makes you feel. Maybe talk to a psychiatrist, do some talk therapy. And then go through the process of what you need to do to fix it, because it's going to be different for every case. Like if you lost a loved one, you need to grieve. If you went through a traumatic, abusive experience, you have to process that. And that's usually going to come through someone that has greater knowledge than yourself, a psychiatrist, Jordan, whatever he is, one of those, clinical psychologists. There you go. Yeah, it's going to be different for every case. But it has to be addressed at some point. Otherwise, it's always going to be bubbling above the bubbling at the surface. And also,
Okay. So I think it's frozen now. This is from January 18th. Look, there's people out. There's whoa. There's the city. The big city where everyone's on fucking fentanyl and dying, apparently. And then I'm all the way on the other side of the city in the nice suburbs where everyone is like a normal person and I never see anyone overdosing. It's like very rare. So we got to go to this place. This is all ice. This is a big ass. This is Kempfeld Bay. I think that's the bus station right there. And then you got all these big apartments. Yeah, I was looking at apartments like in here so I could like look out into the bay and there's a beach during the summer and stuff, and I was like, that'd be nice. But then I found out about the drug problem and I was like, maybe this isn't so nice. And I'd be paying more, so I just stay here until I can find something more affordable. Anyways, yeah, we should go walk across the ice and then we should go skating somewhere.
you're not going to have your emotions, thoughts, mind, mental health in check. You'll never be 100. You might walk around ignoring the problem, thinking you're 100, but you're really just a shell of a person until you address what you've been through, in my opinion. You're only a portion of who you could be because you're ignoring things that bother you. And that's another thing. I see so many people, they're like, I've met people and they're like, oh yeah, my father died when I was young. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. And they're like, oh, it didn't matter. He was this or that. Like, what? Just because he was an alcoholic and a piece of shit doesn't mean that it didn't affect your psyche as in early childhood development. You ignoring the fact and you saying that is very concerning for me now. It's like, whoa, who am I dealing with? Like, wait a second. That's not even rational. That's not normal. You know, the fact is like, kids need two parents.
Oh, we're in 2026 now. That was from 2025.
A lot of people that grow up without a parent, they make, you know, excuses for that parent. They'll be like, oh, well, I didn't really need him anyways. He was a piece of shit. No, you did need him. Saying that you didn't need him is lying to yourself, because every child needs two parents, specifically a man and a woman. Oh, I need a psychiatrist myself. That stuff's so expensive. What is it, like $140 an hour now? $140.
Is it? What? There might be a skating rink literally closer to me than Circle K and Domino's. We could totally fucking... I don't have skates. I gotta go buy skates. How much are skates? You can probably use skates pretty cheap, right?
Me
We can fucking walk there.
too. I agree. 140. Jesus Christ. That's crazy. For something that's free. Talking is free. Oh, call me crazy, but I just... See...
I can get skates for like $30. Yeah, we're gonna go ice skating soon.
This is what needs to happen.
Whoa.
We need to, every like 2 years, all of the high-end paid workers like that, doctors, psychiatrists, lawyers, they need to make what minimum wage workers make. And minimum wage workers can make their pay. What if we fluctuate years? Because I just feel like that's a $7 an hour job. Yeah, they went to school for something, but I just feel like that's a $7 an hour job because there's a lot of common sense that comes with psychiatric work. It's kind of like process of elimination. It's not rocket science. It's pretty basic human behavior. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why they make that kind of damn money. Their offices always look like crap. They always put in half the work. They don't even seem like they want to be there half the time. Yeah, I don't know why they make that kind of money. $10 an hour? I'm good with that. Maybe 15. They do have student loans to pay off. Maybe 15.
I don't know. I was looking up ice skates. It's foreign to me. I've never bought skates in my life. I've grown up where like there was just felt like ice skates unlimited in the house, and like my dad would make ice rink in the backyard every year. And there's just hockey sticks all over the fucking garage all the time too. So I don't know the pricing of any of this crap.
And they do help a lot of people. Maybe $20 an hour.
Canada.
That sounds like a $20 an hour job to me. You know what I mean? For free, for something that's for free, for free. Oh, Lord. What is wrong with the world, y'all? I've had this itch, this dry cough. Does anybody have that on the East Coast? I've had it for weeks. And I go in
It's called smoking that fucking vape pen too much.
the gas stations and I hear people hacking and they're like, oh, I got this dry cough. I'm like, me too.
Speaking of coughing.
I know.
I should go smoke. Have I smoked a bowl yet today? I don't think so. I mean, during the stream, I don't think I have, right? I haven't pressed the be right back button.
Therapist. I wonder how long they go to school. That's not a doctorate. Do they have to get a doctorate to do psychiatry?
I don't know.
Or is that like a 2-year? I don't know. I don't know.
Don't know either, Brooke.
They can't prescribe medication. So they don't have a doctorate. It's like a 4-year, right? The bachelor's, psychiatry.
Psychiatrists can prescribe medication. I'm pretty sure, right? Is she getting psychologists mixed up with psychiatrists?
And hell, they're not even, the mental health specialists and stuff are dwindling away just like the rest of the medical field. Nurses and stuff, nobody wants to be wrapped up in that shit. I get it. I don't want to deal with it either. I get it. You know what I mean? I don't even want to deal with my own mental health problems. Much less actual crazy people, okay? And I'm crazy, but like, you know. Can you imagine how difficult of a job that is? It'd be like being a police officer. Like, you're dealing with the worst of the worst. You're definitely not dealing with mentally sane people. Stable, maybe. Sane. You know? It's got to be pretty rough. And if the psych wards look anything like the jails, let me tell you, it's disgusting.
Jails. We're almost halfway through December. That's pretty good.
I'm supposed to be skating. Let's take an Excedrin and see if we can damn try to get a workout in. Sponsor me.
What, Bang energy drink or Excedrin?
I'm not taking the glasses this time because I can't see with them on. Yeah, I've been in therapy for a while now. I switched therapists because my therapist retired, and I had been with him for a while, and he was old school. He operated under the DSM. He operated under ethics. He had moral. morals.
You could trick him easier.
And then they introduced me, as he was retiring, they introduced me to this young girl named Stephanie. She has been brainwashed by her college, like most college students.
Brainwashed. Brooke's not the brainwashed one.
I don't know. It's not that I don't like her. It's just that I think that she has a lot of
Brooke, the very impressionable, flip-floppy, doesn't even know who the fuck she is person, is not the brainwashed one, okay?
learning to do. See, this can go both ways. And best believe I've already like built a psychological profile on her. She's too big for her britches. She doesn't operate under the DSM. For those that don't know, the DSM is a medical diagnostic book that we have used for centuries, and every year it is updated with new medical information to help providers diagnose patients with mental health conditions. The left has been trying to ditch this book for about 10 years now. They want to ditch the book so that Big Pharma can step in and take over. They want to ditch the book because the book is logical, the book gives answers, and none of that is allowed because confusion and money is, you know, the goal. They want to confuse, sedate, and take all the money. So now whether they want to do that through harming children, we've watched them do that, whether they do it through implementing medications into patients that don't need them, Suboxone to inmates.
I thought they didn't give you Suboxone when you were in jail.
They're willing to make money any way that they can. And in psychiatry, they're doing it through Big Pharma. What they do is they put they guess a patient's diagnosis. Let's say bipolar. I'll go in, they'll be like, Brooke, we think you're bipolar. I'm like, oh, a clinical psychologist said that? And they're like, no, we just think you might be. We don't know for sure, but here's some medicines. And what they do is they introduce you to medications that may or may not work. You might get stable for a little while, and then you have an episode of some sort, and they switch the medication. And what they're doing, what I've witnessed through friends and family, is that they do this for as long as you'll allow them to do this. And they never give you a definitive answer as to what you have. And matter of fact, you might get misdiagnosed 2 or 3 times before you get properly diagnosed nowadays, which is absolutely nuts. Introducing mental health medications into patients that do not have mental health problems is dangerous in itself. But
I mean, it's a hard field, right? Even the good people, right? The good doctors, especially in the mental health area, they're only basing stuff off of what they know, like what you're presenting them with. And then, yeah, things are going to get misdiagnosed. Of course they can. And the human brain is complicated. You think Brooke is truthful when she goes and talks to any of these people? Fuck no.
Big Pharma does not care who they hurt. Clearly, COVID, vaccines. But
no, there's bad doctors too, for sure. I'm sure there's doctors who just do want to like fucking load people up with drugs so they get some kind of kickback or whatever. There's been enough people to talk about it who isn't Brooke, who seem to know enough about the subject that I can acknowledge that. But Brooke is saying like every doctor is evil and just has your worst interest in mind, which is, I don't know. That just seems a little. There has to be somewhere in the middle. It can't be one extreme or the other.
Big Pharma does not care who they hurt. They just want to make money. And the way that they're doing it in psychiatry is by giving mental health meds to patients without properly diagnosing them through the DSM. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, it's just mind-blowing that this is even...
Mind-boggling.
Legal. It's not. I mean, it's medical malpractice. Typically, what you would do is you would diagnose a patient with a mental health condition by using the DSM, and you do that through certain criteria. And this is what we've done for years, and it was a method that worked. It was tried and true. It's just crazy that medication is being put front and center over people's actual needs. and dangerous medication. I mean, for God's sakes, they tried to put me on Xanax. Because I'm homeless, going through financial insecurities, and could not find a job. See, when you have a patient come to a mental ward asking for help for anxiety and depression.
Same with the doctor too. I don't even know. There's like a 2-year. It could have gone up now. I moved before I got a family. In Canada, when you want a family doctor, you get like put on some waiting list, and then if you move while you're on this waiting list, it like resets basically. So I don't have a family doctor. I don't know when the fuck I'm gonna get a family doctor, and then once I get one, I'm kind of stuck with whoever they are because there's a shortage of doctors. But my first family doctor, like growing up, he was a good guy. Like I would actually trust him. He would take the time to explain things and stuff. Like he would never just be like, take this medication and not explain it or answer any questions that I had about it, or, you know, push back if I was like, well, I heard this. Is this or what? You know what I mean? So I know that there's good doctors out there. They exist.
What you don't do is stuff them full of mental health drugs that they haven't, you know, they haven't been diagnosed with anything. And what you also do is you look at a patient's history and where they're at currently. Anyone that went to college should be able to assess that I was living out of a car, homeless, stressed out, had just had my life savings stolen from me, betrayal trauma. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's like being a married person and coming home and your wife's done took everything, and there's divorce papers and a love letter that says she's been cheating on you behind your back. That's called betrayal trauma. That's a whole thing that actually people have mental breakdowns over on a daily basis all over this country. The shock of what they've been through.
I mean, I can still go into a walk-in clinic. I can go to the emergency room if things get really bad, and then it's just like whoever. It's really rolling the dice, and then you gotta kind of, I don't know. There are doctors who don't give a fuck about you. I have met those kind of doctors before too. That's why I would prefer a family doctor. But I don't know. I would hope that if I'm dying, that they won't let me die. They better fucking save me.
Throws them into a state of depression, mania, and anxiety that they can't even see up or down. Tell me how I walked into a hospital, one of the supposed in the country, with multiple doctors, and they didn't know what betrayal trauma was. They didn't know why I was spiraling. How scary is that? You don't assess a patient's current status, their living arrangement, their financial income. You don't look at those things before you address what a patient might be going through? Listen, I'm no rocket scientist.
Oh yeah, the wait times are a little long, depending on how busy it is. Usually it's like 6 hours, but they will make sure you won't die. You will not die.
But I know that there's a hospital full of idiots in UNC Chapel Hill that I could surpass their job, do a 10 times better job than they've ever done. Because the first thing you do with a mental health patient is assess their living conditions, their income. You assess who they're around, their family. You assess what they're going through, what they're living through, what they've already survived through. What you don't do is give a recovering addict Xanax because they're having a little anxiety. It was the craziest thing. I mean, honestly, if I had money, I could sue the shit out of them. It's medical malpractice what they did to me. They could have put my life and everybody's lives in danger. They were absolutely going to send me home with a prescription of Xanax to drive this big-ass truck. It was only...
You've driven vehicles on Xanax before.
Only because I said, whoa, wait a second. I don't remember anything from the past week. I had a seizure on Xanax. Yeah, we had to take you downstairs and do scans and everything. It was only because of the grace of God that I came to and recognized what they were doing. It still took me a week after that to get out. A week after I started denying the medication. How scary. Y'all, I've experienced it. That shit's so evil. Jordan Peterson and Michaela. Michaela had extreme psychological and physical issues. She was having all kinds of... Her whole body was just shutting down. Michaela had problems, who is Jordan Peterson's daughter. She had had, what do they call that? Autoimmune issues her entire life. She had been in and out of the hospital. And she started the carnivore diet and all of her issues went away and now she's fine. And Jordan did the same. He lost a bunch of weight. He says that he has extreme energy from the carnivore diet. Here's the thing. I've tried the carnivore diet and too much red meat makes my liver and kidneys hurt. So that's my body telling me, ooh, girl, we don't like that too much. So
Yeah, I mean, like, Jordan Peterson's going through a manic episode, and he's attributing anything that feels good to red meat. It's quite an interesting study in itself.
I don't see, and when I did the carnivore diet.
Then he escaped to some other country to get, like, mental help or something. I remember that, too.
I really didn't have a clear understanding of dieting at the time. It was like 5-6 years ago when I did that. Maybe 5. Yeah, so I didn't have a clear understanding of what I was doing. Maybe 4 years ago. I don't remember.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan. No, just Jordan. Oh, I don't know what Michael Jordan's middle name is. Not Michael B. Jordan. Stop giving us that look, Brooke.
Yes, external reasons in your childhood absolutely can cause chemical imbalances, borderline personality disorder, ADHD, depression, anxiety, especially in early childhood development, receiving long-term, I mean, even incidental abuse is enough to cause mental health problems in the future, but also long-term, abuse in early childhood development causes imbalances in adulthood. And that's another reason that, we need to start a trend. When everybody leaves off to college, no, they gotta go to college and then come back.
Wait, what trend are we doing?
There needs to come a point, I guess when you turn 30, you write a burn letter and shit and forgive your parents for all the bad shit they did to you. Am I the only one that needs to do that? Because I just feel like I need to definitely do that. My parents did me dirty. They set me up for failure for sure. For sure.
You ran away when you were 16.
All right, let's go work out in a second. I got this person running by me. It's nice out here, but it ain't like... It ain't like the type of day I like when I like to skate. I like it to be 85. So the reason I know about a burn letter, Shay, is because when I was, sorry, there was somebody running by me a while ago. When I was abused as a kid, I had a therapist when I was 9, and she asked my mom. So my dad had actually written me from prison after he was arrested for messing with me and convicted. He wrote me a letter from prison, and my therapist had it. And she said, your dad wrote you a letter. She says you can read it if you want to. I don't remember what the letter said, but I remember she wanted me to write a response letter and get out my aggression and anger or sadness or whatever I was feeling at the time towards him.
I'm kind of confused. So this is, I thought her therapist was a guy, and her new therapist is Stephanie, the gal. So did this Stephanie got this letter from your dad from forever ago? Or is this just it didn't happen? Or is this another therapist?
So that's what I did. And I remember we went out back on this deck, this rig.
So in instances like this, where there's been abuse or something, the court system will usually be you can't communicate directly to your kid for obvious reasons. You would have to communicate through the court system so they can, evaluate to see if they're even appropriate. Basically act as an intermediary so the kid doesn't have to go through any more further abuse. I don't think they should be able to contact the kid at all. Anyways, it's not uncommon. That is it was probably court mandated.
Rickety deck, And she's like, okay, we're gonna burn it in this metal trash can. And I'm like, what? I remember that. I was like, you know, I'm like a 9-year-old kid. I'm like, what's going on? That was kind of wild to me. I was like, okay, let's set some shit on fire. So we did. So we like burnt it. We burnt it. His and mine. His and mine. Yeah, you can do a burn letter for anybody or anything, you know? Like, it's kind of, the theory is that you write down anything that's bothering you, anything that you want to let go. Maybe you went through a bad breakup and you've still been holding on to this person subconsciously. You know, you can write a letter talking about, like, maybe they betrayed you. Write a letter like, you betrayed me, you fucked me over, like, I'm done with you. And you essentially burn the letter to let go of those repressed emotions or those emotions that you're holding in. And the burn thing is to let it go. So you're supposed to be able to vent in a healthy manner, burn it to release it and just be done with it. It is a form of therapy that I do think is very beneficial. You know, the things that are tried and true like that.
Is it tried and true? I've already questions in my head about this method, but I am not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, so I don't fucking know.
Have essentially been pushed to the wayside.
I'm trying to think like why this would be good. So the person never knows. So the person never knows you have a problem with them, basically, and you burn it, so it's basically like you didn't say it at all. I think it would be better if the person actually fucking knew. But maybe it's not to give the person the satisfaction because then they would see you hurt or something. That's the only way it makes sense to me. But I want people to know. Like, I would want the person to fucking know and be writing a whole bunch of shit, just burn it after.
So they can make room for Big Farm, you know? There's certain things that work, therapy, talk therapy. There's a lot of things that work that don't cost, I mean, it's still gonna cost thousands of dollars because apparently it's $140 an hour to do therapy.
Justify the emotion. You're imbuing the paper with the emotion and burning it out of your life is the idea. I don't know if I could wrap my mind around. I don't know if that would make me personally feel better. I would just see it as a useless ritual that is not going to solve anything at the end of the day. But if it makes people feel better, then that's good.
Now, so it's still gonna be expensive, but it's not as expensive as, you know, sex changes, hormones, mental health drugs that are physically addictive, that when you stop you're gonna get sick. Jesus Christ. Y'all be flooding the chat. I can't. Y'all stress me out. I'm not doing that today. I woke up feeling pretty great. Don't want no stress up in my face. Let's go see if we can skate. You know what I probably need? Water. That's probably why I'm dragging, because I haven't had any water. But you know why? Because I haven't been to the grocery store. So I've just been filling this back up, which is a pain in the ass. I need like 2 cases of water, but not today.
Purple.
All right, come on, man. Shit. And this says drinking water, but I don't know about that. Why? What the fuck? Oh my God. I forgot I had on skates.
I don't know how you could forget. Did she drive with the skates on? I guess I didn't pay attention close enough. I think she did, which is also a little wild.
I almost just died, y'all. Oh my God, I'm struggling so fucking bad. I can't get this water to come out when it's like in this thing. I usually have like 25 bottles running around in the truck, and I don't even have one.
Those run around for sure.
Shit. I like to just die. I can't get that lucky though, trust me. If I was gonna die, it would have been damn 6 years ago. I did, like half a dozen times. And them motherfuckers still brought me back. All right, water.
I guess that shows kind of her character as well. She doesn't know her limits, obviously, at all.
I can't get that lucky though, trust me. Them motherfuckers still brought. All right, I'm going. This is how I've been for like a week and a half now.
Just only got 2 left.
I mean, I finally figured out that it's the depression from financial insecurities. Like, that's what, you know, as soon as I'm like, I don't even have money for gas and shit, it's like I fall into a depression, and it's hard to even, like, find the motivation to be positive because I just don't know what's gonna happen, you know? It's always been like that, though.
Stop driving around so much.
Sucks. Because everything's fine until it's not.
I mean, this is the other thing that annoys me about Brooke. Like, you didn't do anything. You rolled around on your rollerblades or roller skates, whatever you want to fucking call them, for like, what, how far, man? 2 hours? And now you're like, guys, I'm depressed, I don't have money. Maybe if you weren't fucking roller skating for 2 hours, it wouldn't be a problem.
And, yeah. You know, I already, like... Workout paused. I don't know. Never mind. I don't know where Freeport is.
She got court day after tomorrow. Monday. Groundhog Day. Is that another pick?
You would think that women would know better than to ask that. Maybe you haven't been here before, but I deal with creeps every day. Specifically ones that hunt me down off the internet. I mean, you clearly don't care about people knowing where you are. Because you just said where you were moving. It's kind of concerning. Probably shouldn't do that.
Is it like, I see the city I'm in Barrie. It doesn't, what, does it really fucking matter? They're gonna search the whole city for you? Come on now.
Probably not smart. There's so much debris, and my camera won't flip around.
Alright, hold on. So this is what it's looking like in North Carolina right now, you guys. Which, like, I guess it's a fair... Do you guys not get snow? I thought you guys got snow in North Carolina in the winter. But, yeah, do you guys have snow tires? If there's no snow tires, I can see that being a problem. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe God will melt all the snow. Maybe he'll do a 180. Or as Brooke says, a 360 in the opposite direction. And turn this around.
Let's go back this way.
You typically don't get snow. Okay. I thought because it was like North Carolina that you guys were kind of north enough to get snow. You guys have mountains and stuff too, right? I thought there'd be snow there.
You know, I like labs. They're cute. They're just like a long-haired dog. I don't think that I would like something that big. I would want something a little smaller because of my space. Something that big wouldn't have space to, like, roam, you know what I mean? Like in the car, he wouldn't have very much space.
You shouldn't have any animal in the car. Come on now.
So, but like a little lap dog. Their breath stinks, though.
That's why, I mean, I'm not supposed to have an animal, but another reason I don't disobey my landlord, because I'm pretty sure, like, legally I could fucking get away with it, is I would hate, like, I don't like living in this small little place, and I'm a human. What kind of life is that for, like, a cat or a dog or something? Like, I need a bigger place if I'm gonna get an animal.
And that's a small space. I don't want a dog that's gonna be stinking up my car with his breath. Them little dogs be having some wretched ass breath, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Not all of them. If it don't apply, let it.
See, when I had Casey, the dog I showed earlier, I was in a 3-floor townhouse. Like, that place was huge compared to the place that I'm at now.
Fly. But like a lot of them. Them Shih Tzus, ooh, honey. Beagles, ooh, Chihuahuas, ooh. I'd be like, oh my God. Ooh, what died in your mouth? Baby squirrel? Well, I've gotten to where when they hunt me down, I start hunting them down. That usually does the trick if you embarrass them real good. Make them feel like creeps. Who raised you, you pervert? You think this is normal? Here's what you do. If you can find their car, pull your camera
Let's go hunt.
out and start stalking their car, taking pictures of their car. It freaks them out. They'll come out of hiding and take off.
Yeah, well, you think about it. If people were taking pictures of your car, how would you react, bro?
Ask me how I know. God, that son of a bitch had done hunted me down 3 times, y'all. Unless it was about a week and a half. I done had to deal with him 3 times. Fuck no. We about to stalk the stalker. And we did. I hope his wife sees that. If he has one, he probably doesn't. I mean, he was 50-something years old out here on a skateboard. So I don't know.
I thought your conclusion was that he was buying gifts for his family, so... I don't know. You were the one who said you got his docs and his address and all this information. You should know if he's married or not.
Shit's wild. I saw this thread, right? Listen to this shit. Alright, let me start from the beginning, because it's a little story that I saw that went viral on the internet. Let's see if I can recall. Sorry. I'm on the fucking phone. Sorry, there's so much. So, alright. It was like a thread of text that went viral on social media. I don't know what platform. Essentially, there were co-workers, a man and a woman, that worked in the same office together. They would go on to work together for approximately 6 years. The female was significantly younger than the male. The male was approximately 40, 45, and she was only 22, 25, significantly. There was like, 15-year age gap here. Hello, that's your problem.
That's over 20 years, Brooke. Come on now. Oh my God.
So anyways,
Oh.
they worked together at work, but it wasn't like they were friends or anything. He had tried hitting on her before, and she had blew him off. Well, fast forward, she ends up getting another job, going to a different company. Backstory, she's had the same boyfriend since before she started working for this company. I am working out. Why are you not logging it?
This is working out? This isn't even walking. We're gliding on rollerblades. Leisurely. This isn't working out, man. Oh my God. I'm gonna go smoke real quick. I'll be right back. Right back, big little angels.
She had the same boyfriend since like years before she even started working for this company. She'd been dating the same guy since she was essentially 18, okay? She goes to another company and she receives this long ass email. This guy from the company that she worked for prior sent her a marriage proposal. The authorities. This is not something to play with. So she receives the, I want you to leave your loser boyfriend, mind you, years at this point, with the same guy. They live together, have a home together. So this freak from the office is telling her, I'll provide for you, I don't want you working, I need you to move in today, let me know when to come pick you up. Honey, hold on. He's like, I'll come by your place and we can move all of your stuff out of there. I need you. I want to take care of you, blah, 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 blah. Y'all, it is the creepiest shit. He literally had done made up this whole ass, fake ass relationship up in his head. And the crazy part is this is a long thread, honey. I'm not even putting half of it into words. This is a long email he sent her with this proposition for her to leave her boyfriend of over 10 years. He insults her boyfriend, says your boyfriend's not worth shit, he doesn't take care of you, you know, all of these immature insults. This girl texts back, she said, I don't even know how to respond, this is crazy. Like, this is crazy. And he is dead ass. He digs his toes in the sand. He's like, yes. He's like, I want you to be the mother of my children. You'll never have to work again. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It was crazy, y'all. Crazy. He's sitting there saying, like, I know you want this. I know this is what you want. You always told me that you wanted to settle down. First of all, he didn't tell her, she didn't tell him shit. He done made some shit up in his head. He's crazy. Desperate loser. It came down to the point to where, if I'm not mistaken, law enforcement got involved because he was so off his rocker, he wouldn't leave her alone. That's, yes. So what happened was, is he starts sending her gifts. Imagine calling Amazon and being like, or a rose service and being like, yeah, we got roses again. We don't want these. Like, everybody's gonna think you're crazy. When you call, so he kept sending her flowers, he kept sending her chocolate, he kept sending her all these gifts, and she would call these companies and be like, who sent this? And find out that it was that weird guy that was trying to ruin her relationship and kidnap her. And she's like, listen, don't send no more of this shit to my house. And people thought she was crazy because it's gifts from Amazon and flowers. Like, she'd call the police and be like, yeah, my stalker has sent me more flowers. And the cops are like, well, what do you want us to do about it? We love flowers. You know? It's crazy. So it came down to the point to where he wouldn't leave her alone. The cops did get involved. Essentially, her and her boyfriend left and never looked back. And it's really crazy how that's definitely a parasocial relationship that he had completely like fabricated this storyline in his head and was expecting them to be wed, and like, so weird. Happens every day though. Poor girl. I'm just glad that she was smarter than that, because when the story starts, you find out that she's like 25 and he's like 45, and I was like, oh God, this is where it all goes south. Like, people think that they're grown at that age, but psychologically speaking, they are not. And a lot of people under that age are not well equipped to be out here dealing with adult matters like that in society. They give in to social pressure, you know? And it sets them up going down a wrong path. I'm just glad that she was knowledgeable to the stupidity and she sidestepped his game, because he seemed like crazy. Yeah, I don't remember where I saw that. I feel like it was on
Sounds like if Tony Michael Johns had money, that's how he'd act.
a TikTok or something. Not TikTok, YouTube. I am not even skating. Cruising down the street on my 8 wheels. Lazy as hell.
It's a murder story?
Feeling like a whale.
Brooke can't even get other people's stories right.
I can't see nothing. Yeah, he was definitely infatuated. He was past that, though. Like, the way that he talked about her was almost like in a property tense. Like, he didn't... So when he originally wrote her, he doesn't say anything about how, like, he feels about her. He doesn't say, oh, my God, I love your soul. We're soulmates. Like, well, that would be kind of crazy in itself. Anybody that comes out the gate saying they're soulmates is fucking love bombing you. That's why it aggravates me when people try to tell me they love me, and it's like, oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. Don't start that bullshit. You don't even know me. Like, no, you don't. I can't stand that, but they call that love bombing, and he was essentially doing that in his text. And he was, but he never says anything about her qualities. He never says, you know, I love, he never says that, I love that you're domestic and you want to be a mother. I love that, you know, we have the same, I don't fucking know, the same taste in movies. Like, he never said anything like that. It was very surface level. If I can find that, we can analyze that whole thing one day. Because psychologically speaking, it's a very, it's a very easy case to analyze psychologically. His part and her part. I'm sure this...
It's crazy Brooke knows this, and she's like, oh, a fellow cheating fucking succubus? Yeah, I'll stick up for her. This is the same story that Smoking Blondie's referencing.
This has affected her psychologically greatly, not in a positive manner. I'm sure for a long time, the poor girl was running around everywhere looking over her damn shoulder, wondering when more flowers were gonna hit her in the face. You know, because every time he would send those flowers, what he was really doing was saying, you're my victim, I have control here. There's more to that level of stalking, any stalking, gang stalking. There's more to it. There's a control. It's a power thing. And when these type of people go out of their way to interject themselves into your life, what they're really doing is trying to get power. It's a control thing. It's a manipulation tactic to say, I can reach out and touch you if I want to. That's what's crazy. And like I said, most people are going to look at that and be like, oh, he bought her flowers, how sweet. So the cops didn't want to help her because the cops are not really knowledgeable on stalking. It's not.
Or they had more context to the situation. I don't know. That's a stalker. If she's not even like responding to him, like Brooke is basically presenting it like they never even had a conversation. This guy's just crazy and he keeps sending her stuff. That would be concerning. Would that not be concerning? So I'm assuming that Brooke is not telling the story right.
Not something that's even been regulated, really. There's
Stephen Milner, okay.
not really much
I'll look it up.
punishment for stalking out here. You know, a misdemeanor stalking charge doesn't even get you time in jail, I don't believe. So it's a minor offense. Which is sad because the World Wide Web is taking off and all of these young girls are being stalked. And I don't feel like the laws are keeping up with the technology. We need laws on the books to protect people.
Jury finds Stephen Milner guilty in murder case. He was found guilty of murder and second-degree stalking and violating court stalking protective order. 7 counts. This is too much to read. So, like, they had an affair. She didn't want to have the affair anymore, and he was like, "No, you want to marry me?" And started stalking both of them, and they killed her husband. Is that like the gist of it? Oh, we got a Wikipedia article. That'll probably be more concise.
Yeah, it sounds like a middle-age crisis.
Oh, this is not the same one I'm looking for. He's a cricket player.
It does get crazy enough to like pick me up and carry me down the road. Ooh, crossover. Ooh.
So that sucks for her husband. I don't know why Brooke is making the woman the victim. I mean, like, to an extent, I guess she is, but she also caused it by cheating on her husband. And then, this guy, that's no excuse for stalking. This stalker guy's evil too. But if she didn't cheat on him, this wouldn't have happened. Like, none of this, just she opened the door to all this fucking shit. So the only innocent one is the husband.
I can't see shit. Ugh. I wish I could turn this around so I could see the beach. I wonder how much we've done. My watch die? 0.2 miles. Jesus, Brooke. I hope God gives me my motivation back. Because I don't know where it's gone. I don't know when it's coming back. Hell, I might get fat. Not. Been there, done that. Don't want to go back.
This is an interesting building.
That's a fact. Oh. Yeah, it could be better if there wasn't so much debris on the damn ground. Sometimes it's hard to stay up on these things when the wind's blowing. Oh shit, is there people in there? No. I can't see nothing. Oh, there we go.
The husband knew about the affair? Why did the husband stay with her? That's when you just leave. If, you know, if like, hey, you got assets and shit together, that sucks, bro. Time to get a divorce. Time to go crash on your friend's couch for a bit. Or go to like a homeless shelter. Fuck that. Don't stay in a relationship like that. Especially if you're just gonna end up drinking because of it. What the fuck is that?
Seashell. How many seashells are by the seashore?
I'm very against cheating. I would never be in a polyamorous relationship or polygamous or whatever the fuck that is. The whole point of a relationship is that I'm not sleeping with anyone else. Like, I'm only sleeping with you. It's an intimate bond, right? So what the fuck is the point of cheating? Just break up if you're gonna cheat. So like, maybe my mind's broken, but I'll put up with a lot of shit. You could like throw vases at me and stuff, and I'll stick around. But if you cheat on me, I'm out. These are her tricks. These are. It's just stopping, spinning around, kind of.
It's beautiful out here, but my hair is everywhere. Should have grabbed the clip. It's really windy. You might die if you damn go in that ocean. The rip current. Hell, the last boy that went in to save his sister, his head ended up on Biscayne Beach, so. Poor fella. I need a new brake. My brake has had it. That seashell is gonna kill me. Sally. I was trying to do it backwards with the other leg, but it's not really an easy process.
No, show us it, yes. I was skipping ahead because it's getting boring, but show us this trick. Are you guys impressed?
I was trying to do it backwards with the other leg, but not really an easy process. You go backwards. Ooh, I get scared. I get scared.
I guess, like, I don't know what tricks you could really do on roller skates. She could at least jump in the air and do, like, a 360 or 180 or something, or, I don't know, grab her skates, or do, like, a... Will I get copywritten? Hal from Malcolm in the Middle was roller skating one time.
Don't even bust my ass.
I know there's copywritten music, but will the show copyright me? I could play... I don't know, something in the same beats per minute as Funktown.
Crossover. I need to do some Usher moves on videotape. You know how he does it? He makes millions of views off of that. Orlando. How is it cold down there? I'm north. How's it cold there? It ain't cold here. It's like 75. Feels good. Feels better than it has been. Usually this past week has been cold as hell. I can't even get outside and do anything. And I need to be outside for my mental health. This is where I thrive, even on days that I don't want to do anything. My pants are getting tight because I'm finally gaining weight. Hell yeah.
Maybe 122 beats per minute isn't a whole necessity. I wish they just did that on YouTube. Maybe I can make a... I wonder if I can make a Tamper Monkey script that could make an extra category for beats per minute. And YouTube has this fucking audio library for audio, for copyright free audio. Why is my thing not working? But I don't think it does it by beats per minute, which would be the only thing I would need important if I'm replacing music. So if it's like at the same beat.
Alright. Alright, we off the side. Now we can ride. Ooh, big rock.
I just wanna play Hal roller skating to music.
Wish my camera would turn around. Can't see shit. Woo. Big rock. Let's play Where's the Car? Seriously, because I don't remember where I parked it. Marco!
Okay, Brooke, you hold on a second here. I need to get this up. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Hope you're ready. I don't know if you can see that. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, no, that's good. Oh, where is... What's this song? We Alright? So, I mean, it could have been worse, I guess. What crazy music YouTube has for free there. Anyways.
Oh, where's the beep beep? Nope. Go like another 100 yards and then we'll see if she hears us. It's a 450-acre park almost, so we're gonna have a damn lot of hunting to do if I don't find her.
You two better be chill about that. Copyright.
Break on through to the other side. Break on through. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange. You know, I realize that that whole album is about sex and drugs now. I said, Lord, backdoor boy, let me find out.
Hell yeah.
Woo. Too much for my innocent heart. Let me tell you, Jim Morrison, the singer of the Doors. Love it, love it. I do like that, but maybe not the backdoor song, but even like Soul Kitchen, I did not realize that was a sexual song, but it is. Great song, but like, all right, that's it. That's all I feel like doing today. Seriously.
That was the
Half mile.
workout.
It was actually more than that. Oh, that's just what my bullshit watch picks up. Thanks, Apple, for nothing.
Because you're just cruising. You're not really moving your body, right? Like, you're moving your legs a little bit, but the wheels are doing the rest of the work. You're not exerting any fucking force, whatever. Crazy, Brooke.
For nothing.
That's why I was like, just because I can skateboard doesn't mean I'm fit. It's like running with one leg. The wheels do a lot of the work for me.
I'm about to run, y'all.
So it's wet.
I'm about to go take a shower and finish my afternoon, I guess.
What do you mean finish the afternoon? Just exist at the end of the afternoon?
We might talk tonight. I might
Gotta
get
finish the afternoon, you guys.
something to cook by the ocean. Cake by the ocean. Wasn't that a song? Hey, 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 cake by the ocean. It was a song. Great song. Hold on, I can't see.
Is that a song?
Hey, there I am. I don't know why iPhone does that. That's part of the reason I hate iPhone. It just does whatever it wants.
It doesn't do whatever it wants.
I hope y'all have a good afternoon. I'm gonna go shower.
Cake by the Ocean is a song.
Hey, Laura. It's probably getting dark there now, right? You're like 6 hours ahead of me. 6, I think. Or did you say 8? You too. 7:30. Yeah. Well, y'all be safe today and pray for me because God knows I need it and I'm praying for y'all. Thanks for working out with me. Bye, y'all.
Cake on the ocean.
That large corporations start recognizing their place in society and treat us all better.
Wait, what's this? Why are we staring 4 minutes in? Bow, 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 bow.
Sounds like a pit bull.
She's obsessed with fucking pit bulls.
Hey, guess what? The aliens revealed themselves. Guess what? Chicken butt? Hello, hello. Money son. I'm still awake and it's almost 12. Well, you're gonna beat me because I'm going to bed by 7. And maybe before. It depends on how quick I can get my makeup off and
Why do we put makeup on?
get in the bed.
We're unemployed and we're not looking for work, and like I guess for donations.
You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Sometimes you're just over the day. When you're over the day, you gotta just be over the day. I don't think I've stayed up to midnight. Yeah, me too, Mama. Me too. Preach. Listen, I was literally giving myself a pep talk over here. I was like, don't be a Debbie Downer. You don't want to be like that SNL skit. But for real, I'm so hoping that 2025 brings us all opportunities, honey. Something. Lower taxes. Lower housing market. Cheaper gas. Cheaper laundry detergent. That shit is like the price of crack now. Cheaper groceries. Yeah, I shouldn't have to take out a second mortgage to feed the kids, okay?
Yep, or cheaper fast food. Pick one or the other. I don't know how fast food and groceries went up. The fuck?
Yeah, I can name a few things that I hope gets better. Those are just a few. I hope that large corporations start recognizing their place in society and treat us all better. Yeah. Anybody got any New Year's resolutions for the world, for humanity? Faith, hope, a little hope? Anybody?
That was a soundbite. That was a New Year's soundbite. I don't know if you guys remember that from New Year's.
Yeah, it's expensive. It costs an arm and a leg just to breathe. Just to breathe. Just to breathe.
Oh, that's why we started 4 minutes in, because I went to this stream and went in to get that clip for the soundbite. I was like, wait, but that's weird. It doesn't usually do that. Starts 4 minutes in randomly.
Y'all, how about I posted like some shorts earlier and they didn't even post because for some reason YouTube, it done switched my settings to private, so nobody can see it if you don't if you don't put public on it. So I'm sitting there and then I look at my phone, I'm like, what is going on? I don't want to do that. I might
What is she talking about?
cut my finger off. Y'all know I'm accident prone. Where's my cup? We're gonna do girl dinner.
YouTube won't just private videos on you.
Tell me why I ate half a sleeve of these trying to film something and my stomach hurts now. I think I might be allergic to something. Remember when we had that bread a few weeks ago and it caused me severe pain? I think that I
She thinks he has celiac disease. We could be twins, Brooke. I have celiac disease.
might have some kind of gluten allergy, y'all. And I don't want to say that because I love bread and stuff, but every time I eat some kind of processed...
That's another thing that I've quit is all wheat crap. I had to, or else I would die. Else I would fucking die. I can quit Mountain Dew. It'll be easy.
stuff like this, I have severe problems. It might be the processed fake stuff in it. I also read that they had a recall on those damn crackers not too long ago. They had salmonella in them. What? I gotta worry.
Salmonella.
The world is burning to the ground and I gotta worry about salmonella in my crackers now? What? Y'all. Let's pray next year there's no more salmonella outbreaks in the Ritz crackers. We can always hope for change, honey. It's free. That's the only thing that's the only thing we get for free. Is prayers. Hope. Oh my God. Come on, man.
I think if Mountain Dew cost half of what it does, even if it was $5 a case, $4 would be ideal. But $5 a case, I could justify that. That's like $60 a month, Mountain Dew. $120 a month for Mountain Dew is too much. It's unsustainable. Well, it's not unsustainable, actually, because I've been doing it forever. But I gotta stop that shit because I could be not super rich, but I could at least imagine if I invested that $1,500 in something that actually grew over the year. Like, I'm being stupid. I can't be drinking Mountain Dew. I wish Mountain Dew didn't cost so much. Fucking everything costs so much. It's crazy.
See, if I do it with a knife, I'll end up hurt, and ain't nobody got money for the ER. Hell, at this point, I got a sewing kit in here. Pull me off some.
Oh, I have coffee unlimited. I just have like I said, it would be a while before I ran out of coffee.
String. I got this. All right. Usually this works, but you know, sometimes. The fits hits the shan.
Raz vapes? Are those weed vapes? Because I don't do nicotine. Bleh, nicotine.
Okay. Oh, casualty. I said sometimes.
Yeah, like if I get a headache or something, or if I feel weird, I'll just drink a coffee and I'll be alright.
I'm just glad I had an avocado because I ain't been to the grocery store in over a week. That's why I'm out of water. I haven't been. I walked into the Dollar General to get some crackers and got pissed.
Yeah, even $1 is too much.
I said $4. $4.
$1 would put a case at $12 a case, and that would literally be, oh my god, imagine if it was $12 a case.
For some crackers? That's the cheapest thing on the damn shelf. They're supposed to be damn 99 cents for a damn pack of 4. Yeah, super glue. I've put super glue in a cup before. I had one a while back that wouldn't stop bleeding. It stopped bleeding with super glue. All right, let's put this in here.
Yeah, there's caffeine. But like I'm familiar with a caffeine withdrawal. Like when I drink, that's why I had to quit energy drinks. First off, I was drinking too much energy drinks. Like too much to where I don't know, I felt weird. Like my body would feel weird, and then people would be like, you're gonna die, blah 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 blah. So I was like, you should probably just cut these out. And then every time I would stop drinking energy drinks, after drinking them for like, let's say a week straight, I get like super migraines. And then it's fine. Within 48 hours, I'm usually back to normal. And then for whatever reason, a couple months down the road, I'll be like, I feel like I'm going to drink energy drinks again. But I've stopped completely now. I think the last one I had was around Christmas or something. Probably around then, which isn't that long ago. But I also wasn't in like money saving midlife crisis mode. So I'll be fine. It'll be good.
I want to talk about this eventually. I gotta get the pit out. I'm so lazy, so lazy. I made tuna for lunch. It was delicious.
Maybe tomorrow, because I actually did this today when I got up. I intentionally didn't drink Mountain Dew as soon as I wake up, which that's crazy, anyways. Just to see if I would like be craving it or anything. And I didn't. I was like, eventually I got thirsty, but I could just drink water if I'm thirsty, and then I won't be thirsty anymore. But I wasn't like, I need Mountain Dew. But now I'm just drinking Mountain Dew because I would rather drink Mountain Dew than water, and I have it. But maybe tomorrow I'll just see if I can go the whole day without drinking Mountain Dew and see how I feel. We'll do a test.
I use one of them tuna packs, and then I put, I cut up a Granny Smith apple. I had one from like... That's one thing about apples. They'll last in the car, honey. That's one fruit you can keep on hand. I think I had that apple for like 2 months. And it was in mint condition, honey. She was sweet and juicy and a tad bit sour. And it went really well with mayonnaise, tahini.
The tests have begun. Maybe I should be documenting this.
Where's the damn...
Because I'm sure there is a lot of people who probably drink even more Mountain Dew or whatever soda than me, and it's obviously not healthy. I just think my body puts up with whatever I give it. My body's very resilient and it can adapt. The human body's amazing, but eventually in life, I don't want to be just living off Mountain Dew. That seems silly. So maybe it would help somebody in life.
Avocado seasoning.
apple and tuna.
They can be like, if that goofy Steve guy can do it, anyone can. And that's true.
It was good, yeah. I chopped the apple up in little bite-sized pieces, like, you know, fork-sized, tiny pieces. And then mayonnaise and tuna. And I topped it with a little tahini.
Could do like a pros and cons list. I could give advice how I get through it. I think it'd be really easy, but I'll just like think of advice anyways.
This is a mild guacamole. Damn, I should put some corn in here, but I'm too lazy to get out and go get it, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I definitely put corn in this. I like my salsa kind of chunky. This looks good.
How much do stores sell cans of Mountain Dew for? Maybe we could just start selling Mountain Dew. $1 a Mountain Dew. Because we could do that and turn a profit. About a 33% profit. So I just don't know why the fuck we would do that. Or in what capacity I wouldn't be just going outside with a Mountain Dew stand. But I was like, if I actually, we can't do No Pop February because I have 60 cans of Mountain Dew. Unless I would go out and sell them, which could maybe turn a profit. But like, again, would it be worth my time? Who's going to buy a Mountain Dew off of a random guy on the street? I would actually. He was like, for $1. And I was on the go. I'm not getting a can for $1 anywhere. I'm sure it's like at least $2. But I really like Mountain Dew, and that's why I would do that. I probably wouldn't do that for any other beverage. Like if someone was like, hey man, I got a Nestea you want for $1? I'd be like, no, I'm good. Why you have Nestea in your pocket?
It needs more sauce, honey. We only.
I've actually thought about buying vending machines before, because it seems like a really easy passive income. But the problem with that is then I would have to buy a car to like go to the vending machines and pick up the money in them and bring it back, and then a coin sorter, and just like, you know, I don't know. Seems like a lot of work when I think about it. And then, but I was pricing out vending machines. I was seeing how much I could get one for and looking at locations where I could put them and stuff. And then I was just like, yeah, I don't want to go to the vending machines and pick up the money.
Yeah, you gotta. Whew, it's gonna make me sneeze. No!
It's not a bad idea, actually. Like, a Mountain Dew vending machine, there's a lot of flavors of Mountain Dew, right? It would be pretty valuable, and I could undercut all the other soda. Unless I didn't look into that. I didn't see like if I needed to, like if there's some pricing I have to follow. Like if Mountain Dew would be like, you have to sell our product for this much because we're maintaining a brand image or some shit. I don't fucking know, man. I didn't get that far. I got into the pricing and then the logistics of it, and then I was like, nah, I'm good.
Why did that stop it though?
Cash App vending machine.
Why did that stop it though? Thank you, Jesus. Oh my God, y'all. Thank you.
I'm quitting drinking your product and I'm thinking about making a documentary about it. You want to sponsor me?
Jesus. Y'all, I was about to sneeze. That was so funny. I'm like, no, and it literally stopped it. Thank you. He works miracles. That's better. It's gotta have damn flavor to it, honey.
Sponsor me, bro. Did you ever see Grind? The movie Grind? With the skateboarders?
Trail mix. This is peanuts, cranberries. I feel like this is blocking some of my light. Back in the early 2000s, there was 3 Duke lacrosse players that was playing lacrosse for Duke University.
I haven't thought about lacrosse in ages. You guys play lacrosse in the States?
young boys, they were partying one night. And they decided to order some strippers from an escort service.
And you were one of the strippers?
Hold on one second. I need hot sauce for my oysters.
What a weird setup.
The case is actually really lengthy. I'm just going to summarize the basics. These were 3 guys that were accused of assaulting this woman, a vicious R word, she claimed. And all of a sudden, it was either today or yesterday, she come out, I think it was this evening, she come out admitting that she lied about the whole thing. Yeah, it was so weird because she's like, I'm sorry. But when she's first asked in the interview if she feels bad, she says she has no regrets. I said, and then she immediately goes into talking about Jesus Christ and forgiveness.
It sounds just like you, Brooke. To be honest, like...
Girl, no. You are so ass backwards right now. That's what you end with. Asking for God's forgiveness. Mm-mm. Cut it out. Like...
Stop. Get help. Eat McDonald's. That's who should sponsor me. Fucking McDonald's. I go on about them all the time. And I'm going to bat for them for no reason. I can't even eat their food. Like, I don't even know what I would get out of McDonald's. I'm assuming not money. You know that they canceled their, like, sponsorship with Tom and Christina? Tom Segura? All they had to do was paint the studio, like, red and yellow colors, I think. So it was like a subliminal ad. They didn't even have to say McDonald's, and they lost the sponsorship somehow. I don't even know what they did. I can't remember. But McDonald's was like, fuck this. We're not paying you. So I wouldn't even really trust McDonald's, to be honest. I don't know. I don't think we can get sponsored by anyone, you guys. Not with this attitude. Saying shit like this.
Her first statements are not even coherent.
Hey, Michael Jordan. I showed your son getting stuck on train tracks acting like an idiot. You want to sponsor me? I do love Michael Jordan, though. At least I love him in Space Jam. I love the movie Space Jam.
Oh, I need some crackers. Will you hand them to me, please? Damn it. Look at this shit on my shirt. Damn it. Why is it always something and I just... Son of a biscuit. I need a biscuit. Don't they call crackers biscuits somewhere? Me no.
Apple could sponsor me. I don't think I'm talking bad about Apple. I use their products. I don't think there's like, I don't think there's any conflict of interest. I don't think they would get mad at me for anything.
Let me put a light on.
Talked a lot of shit about a lot of other companies.
So people can be like, what the hell is she doing?
I don't think
my
Apple
crackers,
sponsors
what are you
anyone,
doing?
though.
I'm minding my business.
I've never seen anyone be like, I'm sponsored by Apple.
I'm a cracker eating crackers. Leave me alone. You want one? I'll share with you. Yeah, it's crazy. So, I don't know. I don't feel bad for her at all. But apparently, listen to this. Apparently, she's been in prison for stabbing her boyfriend. Yeah, for years. She got years in prison for stabbing her boyfriend. This was after she accused these guys. And Roy Cooper had to stop them from being charged after DNA come back. Hold on, I'll tell you about that.
Who's Roy Cooper? Brooke.
So, after this woman made all of the... First of all, her name is Crystal Magnum, if you want to go look into this. After she
That's her real name? Crystal Magnum?
made these claims.
You're setting your kid up for failure if you're naming your kid Crystal Magnum. I'm assuming that's her stripper name.
The prosecutor pressed to have all of these Duke lacrosse players, their DNA tested, all of them. It's like 68 of them, right? None of the DNA comes back to matching biologics that were found on Crystal, but they did find biologics. Get this shit. They found 4 other men's biologics on Crystal's body. She went to a party to strip. She was hired as a stripper for a party, going to a party with 4 other men's biologics on her body. And I can't. This was 2007. So if bitches were doing nasty shit like that back then, imagine what they do now.
Does it the grossness evolve over time or something? You were stripping back. Was she? Maybe not. Probably actually. 2007 she would have been 20. This would have been before the stabbing, I think. Or the year up? No. Stabbing was in 2008. Anyways.
Because those types of things have gotten 10 times worse. It's one of the reasons that I don't work in clubs. People are disgusting, y'all.
Just putting hot sauce on a cracker?
Disgusting.
I don't know why my stomach hurts. You're eating hot sauce and crackers. I don't even know what's in this thing either. I don't want to know.
So when Roy Cooper found out about the DNA, he forced the state to drop the charges. And these lacrosse players were not charged. But what if they would have been? Of bullshit because of this. Because, you know, people are stupid. So there's still some people that probably believe that these guys were guilty. And, you know, I'm sure it followed them with their careers. There was probably always questions when they got hired somewhere, if they even got hired. I'm sure it didn't make things easy for them, even though Roy Cooper dismissed these charges. They've had this follow them their whole lives. Their faces were blasted in the media as these horrible R-wordists.
I mean, this kind of shows that Brooke's aware of the damage saying this about someone can do, because she says this about Randy a lot.
She said Crystal
but will still fucking go live with him and stuff and go to him anytime she needs help with anything.
said that
Even though, sorry, I keep pausing. Even though she has obviously an army of simps at her disposal, she still needs to talk to Randy. I thought the whole point was, I'm trying to get away from Randy, so I need your money. What amount of money is ever going to be enough that you don't go back to Randy's? You know? It's annoying.
they did everything possible to her sexually. Use your imagination. It's messed up, is what, I mean, she deserves to go to jail. Stay in jail. She deserves
So do you.
to stay in jail because she's in jail for murdering her boyfriend. How ironic.
Brooke's going to end up
Crazy
murdering
bitch.
Randy.
Sorry. Pisses me off because, like, she doesn't even, is that my hair? Yeah, that's my hair. I got hair in my guacamole. I got hair in my guac. You want some of my guac? Have a little DNA.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stop going on about DNA. Weirdo.
What a heathen she was. I watched the whole interview, and she literally...
Oh, we're still going on about her. Jeez. How? Is this the whole stream? I feel like we get the gist of stuff within 5 minutes, and then she goes on about it for a half hour, like, just repeating herself. And it drives me nuts. Sometimes she'll sprinkle in, because her mind wanders, she'll sprinkle in some, like, very rarely, little pieces of lore of her own life, if it's, like, something she can relate to, or pretend to relate to. And I'm just bitching. I shouldn't bitch. Hold on. Let's see this.
Oh my God, their little baby faces. They look so young. These were the guys. I mean, they were college kids, you know? They're still kids.
Oh, she's...
I mean, even though he looks
still going on about it.
30 almost. Not really. Jersey have found, quote, many of the reported drone sightings are in fact...
Hey, drones. Back to the aliens versus the angels versus the drones.
manned aircraft being misidentified as drones. Now, this is from the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security. They said this today. When was this wrote? They said they're aircraft. This was published at 4:30, 2 hours ago.
Is this the fish face? Where's Bombastic Sad Eye? I think they'd say this is the fish face.
So it says the investigation have also found no evidence that spotted these things engaging in illegal activity or malicious acts, and that the United States Coast Guard has not found any evidence of foreign involvement offshore. But how do you know, boss, unless it's yours? Unless it's theirs? And that's what pisses me off. Oh, we don't know what they are, but don't worry. They're not going to kill us.
It pisses me off.
And the Department of Homeland Security says at this point we have not identified any basis for believing that there's any criminal activity involved. Nor is there any national security threat.
I don't know, dude, we're living in the future. There's a lot of different people who would want to do a lot of different things in the sky. You know, the flat earthers want to go up there to prove the earth's fucking flat. You got people who are making like videos and stuff for home, I was gonna say home movies, but maybe movies on a low budget. They're using drones to get like cinematic shots. You got people just fucking around, like just flying drones really fast to do tricks. And it's like, I don't know, dude. This is the air, and it's the future. We have more access to go in it at a lower barrier to entry. So like, I don't know why it's so trippy to her that more people are seeing stuff that they can't identify, but it doesn't mean it's fucking aliens.
The FBI has been investigating hundreds of reports of drones operating at night since mid-November, most of which are larger than the ones that hobbyists use. Yeah, I've seen reports of Fiats. I've seen reports of SUVs. Small cars seems to be the preferred words of choice. Small car.
Oh, people with just a lot of money who want to like fuck around in the sky. I'm sure there's like a market for that too.
Well, hell, you can fit damn 4, 5, 6 people in a small car if you really, you know, if you got one of them clown cars. Oh, God. Listen.
I still wouldn't go in a drone. And I don't think like knowing how a drone works or even an airplane works would make me feel any better about it. I would like, when we get down to the nitty gritty, I'll be like, so this cord, I'll be like, this small cord right here controls everything. And if for whatever reason it fails, or short circuits, or a mouse is in there and shoots through it, then I'm falling out of the sky. I might understand that. They'll be like, well, I guess it's like, I'm never getting in this fucking thing. So I don't want to know how it works, to be honest. I think the more I know how something works, the more I'm going to be like, nope.
I think that other countries are laughing at us right now. We look like dummies. We look like straight dummies. We look like Patrick Star. Oh, you know what I mean?
I wish I knew what Brooke meant.
It's concerning. Hold on, what is that? It's concerning. Drones. Hold on, let's look at the news. It came up. So is that Stellantis news? They're going to build a battery company, EV battery plant in Spain for $4.5 billion almost. Probably has a lot to do with pollution. Look at the earth. The beaches smell like shit. It's not a coincidence. Things are not being done properly. We got corporations dumping. We got people dumping. Y'all know what I mean. There's reasons for global warming. And in my opinion, it doesn't have a whole lot to do with vehicles. But that's the...
But, hold on, Brooke. Oh my god, man. Okay, so dumping in the ocean affects global warming, but not putting gas into the air? Like, explain this to me. Explain it to me like I'm 5, because I really am not following your train of thought here.
Their agenda. They're pushing that agenda. And at the same time, they've been shutting down our mining plants where we get minerals for EV batteries. Just like they shut down our pipelines where we would drill for oil, which made our gas go up. We got to do more foreign deals to get oil now, when we got oil on our own soil. But they did the same thing with EV batteries over the past 4.5 years. And they've been buying everything from China. And it's not just one mineral, it's multiple minerals that we need to even produce these EV batteries. It doesn't even make sense.
Maybe we should find a different way to make things. I don't know. I'm not an inventor.
To be outsourced in something we can do our damn selves. You know what I mean? Yeah, all cars might not be EV, but we're not ready for that anyways. We don't have the infrastructure to support that. Shit's wild.
I fell down an anti-gravity rabbit hole last night. That was pretty chirpy. I don't know what the algorithm's trying to do to me.
But there are car manufacturers strike. They said that guy said that Iran allegedly got drones from China. That's what that senator said or whatever. I don't know who that was. He might have been a congressman. He alleged that
That's a good question, Bonnie. Yeah, that doesn't sound right, does it?
Iran had purchased a mothership in drones from China. And he said this mothership was off the coast of New Jersey. And there's been no, evidence to support this.
There's a lot of money and a lot of claims in the anti-gravity research field, I guess. And I'm trying to differentiate if it's just all a scam, or if it's crazy people, or maybe a bit of both, or if there's some legitimacy to it, and for whatever reason, things are being suppressed. And I'd just be curious to, I don't know what's going on. So, yeah, I'm probably going to look into it more. It doesn't seem like a great use of my time, but maybe I'll make a video after it if I can actually wrap my mind around it.
This at all.
But I figure I'll get to a point where I won't be able to see, this is what happened with Matty Art and his stupid fucking cancer machine. He had a bunch of good scam artists say a bunch of scientific stuff, and I'm not a scientist, so I can't disprove it. I would need a scientist on my side. So I'm assuming it's going to get to a point where I just don't understand if something's legitimate or not, because I don't have the mental faculty to. So I don't know. We'll see how far I go down it.
And people in government were actually pissed that this loony come out saying stuff like that. That could cause big problems. So it says General Motors.
I think Sprinks got out of jail. Yeah, I mean, we'll look into that. Undercover Penguin.
It says the United Auto Workers at General Motors. What was this? December. Looks like the UAW is on strike. So it says the United Auto Workers and General Motors received a 33% pay raise as a result of
I can't zoom in. I can't tell what she's on.
last year's strike, but General Motors announced another round of layoffs on November 15th. I told you guys we were going to be seeing a lot of layoffs this year and probably next year. People can't afford to pay their rent. People can't afford to pay their employees, and this shit might get worse before it gets better. So if you got a good job out here, you better hold on to it, because it's been a job shortage for a few years now for me. But I'm a 3-time felon, so that doesn't help. So it says that GM laid off 1,000 employees worldwide, including 507 workers at its Warren, Michigan location. The news comes after GM's tech center in Warren lost 634 jobs in August. The company cut 1,314 jobs from its Orion plant in December, 2 months after the strike ended. Am I not reading better right now, or am I tripping? Maybe I'm just not a morning reader. You ever thought of that? Legacy media, including the Detroit News, noted in November that GM posted record profits. Some experts say, as the company announces job cuts, it's looking at projections for its future, not just the recent past.
GM faces steep competition from China and electric vehicles manufacturers such as Tesla. The perfect financial storm could be brewing for General Motors and the other big three car manufacturers, Ford and Stellantis. There you go. That's Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, right?
I don't know, is it?
There was a Edmunds report that noted that 73% of consumers say that they are holding off on purchasing new vehicles due to high prices currently. This hesitation could exacerbate problems for General Motors, which is now higher costs to contend, which now has higher costs to contend with. And you know, people are on strike. They're pissed. They're like, yeah, it's gonna happen one day. It's gonna happen. It already has started to happen with, I can't believe it either sometimes. I'm like, didn't I just talk about that yesterday? Like the whole Ted Kaczynski thing, and then a week later, Luigi's out here in the name of Ted Kaczynski
If you say that Luigi was watching your streams, Brooke, I'm gonna throw 2 mice at you.
killing people, and it was like a month later. But still, it's like, whoa, we just talked about this. Okay, so I'm not the only one that feels bad for Ted and relates to his manifesto. Listen, I just hope. Listen, I'm gonna stop saying stuff or I make bad stuff happen. I was about to say something and I could jinx myself, so I'm not gonna say it. No, we're heading there, Virgo. We're headed there. I mean, they build these cars with technology and stuff nowadays, which makes them harder to work on. Mechanics don't want to deal with that. Mechanics, men that get in my opinion, from the best of my knowledge, working in doing auto mechanic work, most men that get into mechanics like the technical behind it. They like the mechanics. They actually like working on engines. So when you take that away and replace it with something that is highly stressful, like technology, a computer behind the damn dash, you know, these guys can't even, some cars, they can't even damn change the battery without having to go through a whole bunch of technical computer stuff. They can't even change a headlight without going through a whole bunch of computer stuff. It makes things 10 times more difficult. And I'm sure that it's led to mechanics quitting their jobs. Because once again, in my opinion, most people that like to tinker with cars don't want to have to deal with this every day just to change a battery or to change some spark plugs or to change a headlight or, you know, to fix whatever's broken electrical. They don't want to deal with that. You know, mechanics are becoming few, far, and in between. And it's just like nursing. Nurses are quitting. Doctors are quitting. It's like all of
The nurses of the cars.
professions. It's kind of the EV vehicle trend is killing the auto manufacturing companies. It's affected them greatly. EV cars is not helping our economy. I think that it's crazy that we hopped on it so quick, and I think we should have left it alone with Elon having Tesla. You know, that's Elon's thing. Let him do that. You know what I mean? We need to stick with Ford and the companies that have been around, American companies. We need to stick with those companies, Chevrolet, Ford, you know, American companies. We need to support that.
We're just gonna repeat ourselves 3 times?
To support the economy. That's a small way that you can actually support your economy, is by simply buying American-made products. Locally raised fruit and vegetables if you can, you know, during season. Stuff like that is a small way that you can help the economy. I know that people think that they're helping the world by buying a Tesla, and in my opinion, a lot of people buy Tesla because they want the look, and some of them are cool looking. The Cybertruck's interesting, you know, I think it's interesting looking. I wouldn't want to ride around in that all day. It doesn't look like it has a lot of room.
Isn't it more to like save money on gas? And I guess you could, it's an upsell to say, oh, well, you're not going to be polluting the earth as much. Yippee. But I would assume, especially for Brooke, who spends all her money on fucking gas, that would be an appealing feature for her. Also, the autopilot, she could drive with her knees more, and it wouldn't stress so much people out because there's an autopilot.
But I could be wrong. But I don't think that people realize that the system that we have with gas is cheaper.
You just said it was broken. You just said that we keep buying gas from foreign countries because we won't drill for whatever reason. So wouldn't this solve that problem too? Brooke,
And, you know, it's the system that we've built. We have gas that, you know, hold on one second.
I heard Teslas are bad in winter climates
Trump is already prepared.
because they got all that fancy way to open the door and stuff, and it'll freeze. And then you can't open your fucking door. And then I can't remember what model. I don't know if it was like the car or the Cybertruck, but snow like piles up in front of the headlights as well. So I wouldn't recommend a Tesla like in Canada. That seems silly.
A wide-ranging energy plan to boost gas and oil drilling. Man ain't even in office and he's over here making moves. This came out November 27th. It looks like Trump wants to seek to expedite drilling permits on federal land. Trump seeks to boost sales on offshore oil drilling leases. So it said Donald Trump's transition team is putting together a wide range of an energy package to roll out within days of his taking office that would approve export permits for new liquid. I got in a fist fight with 2 girls and they got hurt. I got charged with felonies. And then I got caught with heroin once. That's 3 felonies. I know, I'm such a horrible person, right? A fist fight when I was a kid.
You weren't a kid. You were old enough to know better. Especially with your history of fighting and getting in trouble for it.
I definitely was in the wrong.
I was also a stabbing. It wasn't a fist fight, you idiot.
I used to be mean. I still am sometimes. Oh, wow. ABC to pay $15 million to Donald Trump in a defamation suit. He won one. I didn't even know he was suing ABC. I knew he's suing CBS too. Is this against... Damn it, you ain't gonna let me read it. I ain't paying. Damn you, New York Times. You ain't worth a shit. Here we go. We'll go to AP. Psycho, y'all. I ain't about to watch this. I wanted to show you a picture. It says she kidnapped and tortured a man almost to death.
That was the picture you wanted to show us? Jesus, Brooke. Come on.
They were shouting no and expressed concerns about being kidnapped. Thank God. Lord have mercy. I see all these kidnapping cases in the news.
What is on with her and kidnapping?
What is going on out here? There's like 3 different women. That have kidnapped kids this week. Attempted to. One woman was accused of trying to kidnap a 3-year-old from a hospital. Another one tries to kidnap him. I see like 3, 4 different hospital things. All of these were hospitals. When did kidnapping from a hospital become a thing? I am so out of the loop.
It's like, no one tells me about all the newfangled ways people are getting kidnapped. Out of the loop, man.
My stomach. Feels like somebody's stabbing me. It's from the crackers, the bread. Cause I never eat stuff like that. Rarely. Gordon Ramsay kitchen nightmares. Y'all, can we look up this man real quick? Cause I don't know nothing about this man.
Gordon Ramsay?
But he seems like a badass. I've been hyper focused on him today. Where is he from? Senator Hawley? Where he from?
Senator Hawley, what?
Missouri. He was getting them. Man, he be talking cash shit. I love it. He ripped some lady to shreds that looked like she didn't even, like, every light in the house was on, but nobody was home. The blonde lady, I posted a short. Y'all, she looks deranged. Makeup running down her face at Congress. Are we for real right now? Like, listen, I'm not saying looks is everything, but there's a certain point where people cross the line and they look deranged. You know?
Maybe someone said something mean to her right before she had to go into the Congress meeting.
And I just think that we need to take that into account, okay? When people don't look well, more often than not, they're not well.
It's 100 degrees on my side of town.
She looks like she on some heavy, heavy shit. Go look at the short. I just posted it tonight. She was right next in line to Fauci, and her and Fauci covered up the fact that COVID came out of the Wuhan lab. And Holly, I hope that's how you say it, Holly ripped her apart today. Or it might have been yesterday. It was probably yesterday. It's Saturday, Brooke. Nobody's in Congress today. They're all on boats spending their millions. What am I talking about? Oh, I am. This damn... Love you too. I'm such a dork. I feel like... you know who, like, was an idol of mine when I was a kid? Jim Carrey. That's where a lot of my, like, mannerisms come from when I'm, like, joking and stuff. I'm trying to look like Kim. But
what?
Have y'all seen the woman that looks like Kim? They're twins, and she does, like, impersonations of him. So funny. So funny. Love him. Yeah, Senator Hawley. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he ain't bad. He ain't bad. I've been paying attention lately.
Just Brooke is picturing Jim Carrey's face when she makes faces. It's interesting to me.
Him getting a like argument the other day. I was like, Lord, they gonna take it outside and shoot the ones. I'm like, does the cameras go outside when they go outside? Oh. Ooh. Ooh. So, this Senator Josh Hawley, he's a Republican from Missouri.
She's always smoking. Smoking.
Look at me with my facts. He said that we need to cut the funding to the United Nations because they're corrupt. Hey, listen, I respect the honesty, man. I respect the honesty. He says, quote, I mean, that institution, the United Nations, has just become so corrupt. It has become so... opposed to American interests. Sorry, it took me a minute, y'all. Y'all know I'm slow. It has become so opposed to the state of Israel. I can imagine being... he says I can't imagine being immediately right there. Ooh. What was that? So it looks like former Congressman Ron Paul, the father of Senator Rand Paul, has offered his time and effort to the Dodge program with Elon, and I don't know much about the UN, if I'm being honest. Elon, I just know we got to save some money, so we got to cut spending somewhere. Elon and Vivek run DOGE, and I think it's pronounced not Dodge, but Doge or something. But last week, Paul suggested Doge cut all foreign aid, writing on X, quote, it's taking money from the poor and middle class in the U.S. and giving it to the rich in poor countries. Americans don't want their government to borrow more money to spend on foreign aid. Okay. He said that. Who is this Norman? Ralph Norman, Republican, South Carolina representative, agrees with the idea of cutting foreign aid. He says, quote, you know, we've got a math problem here, and it's time. Hold on. And it's to the tune of $37 trillion. Americans are tired of giving away their money that we don't have. That's what the last election was about, along with a lot of other issues, and it's not fair for our young people. Absolutely. Other congressmen or representatives, state representatives are chiming in, saying that they're supportive of whatever their efforts are going to be. We need an out-of-the-box thinking shift here. In 2022, the U.S. spent $70 billion on foreign aid. The money went towards economic development and international humanitarian efforts. Ukraine alone has received y'all, that's a big number. $175 billion, including military aid from the U.S. since Russia invaded in February of 22. And Trump has already made it clear that Ukraine better get used to not getting any financial support from us, because he ain't going for the shit that Biden was. He's made it perfectly clear. Crystal clear. Expect no mas money. Okay? Okay. Yeah. I like that, Holy God. He's a hard hitter. I'm just glad that they're able to talk about this stuff now. How long did we go with all of us being called conspiracy theorists? And then half of the stuff that they said was a lie, and they called us crazy and said we were conspiracy theorists over, has already been proven before Trump is in office to be factual. Honey. If anybody wants to open a library with me, let me know.
What do you think Brooke's library would have in it? A bunch of atlases, encyclopedias, dictionaries, some books on aliens, math books.
Run it 24/7. Seriously. We need to preserve history, because this shit's crazy. And they over here passing laws last minute, pardoning people that don't deserve to be out of jail, people who have harmed children, for God's sakes. As I'm being charged with crimes I didn't commit. Like, make it make sense. It's just so crazy.
That crayon got her out of the hospital.
Go for the death penalty. The two men that were from, were they from Honduras or Venezuela? The two immigrants that were here illegally that kidnapped and R-worded and tortured Jocelyn Nungare are up for the death penalty. I saw tonight on a news report that prosecutors are absolutely seeking the death penalty. Hold on.
Good.
They were Venezuelan detention incident when he was...
Know how to just be good.
This is true. All by left to themselves, things go from bad to worse.
Why is she showing Jordan and Theo Vaughn?
Things will go out of town. Things will, yes, that's entropy.
Yeah, like leave your house alone for a year. Yeah. See what happens to it. It's like, oh, it's way better. It's like, no, it's not. It has black mold everywhere, right? And a vandal has moved in. There's graffiti everywhere, and there's
squirrels drawing a pentagram. Like things have got.
What?
Not good, but not happening.
Like, I'm 38, you know. I mean, I'm kind of a late bloomer, so I'm kind of maybe like 32, really. But I'm also like an old soul. Way too high.
Oh man, she watches this for a while. She just show us the whole video.
No, that's a good one. But I'm good one.
Good though. They were 2 for $3, and there is a little bit of sugar in the jelly. But if you're on a diet, it's actually probably a good little snack to have before a workout, because it's got the peanut butter, it's got a little bit of sugar, and then you got the carbs.
Talking about Uncrustables.
I don't know why I've never thought about eating that. Like, sometimes, you know, bodybuilders will have like Rice Krispie treats before we work out. It's just enough sugar. It's not too much. It's just enough sugar to kind of give you a umph in the gym. So Uncrustables, not bad. I think the damn thing had 9 grams of protein. It had some protein in it. I don't remember, but it's enough for a gym workout, you know. Why does one side always look better than the other side? I'm so ready to take this bra off. And I gotta take my eyebrows off, because, you know, can't be sleeping with makeup on.
I hope y'all have a good night. I'm going to bed. Take me a melatonin and get my ass to sleep. The cops are driving by. They're probably like, what is that crazy bitch doing? Why has she got a camera on her? And a light?
Take drugs. No, melatonin.
Listen, officer, at least I have a light on me and not methamphetamine, okay? Be grateful for me that I'm a sober little jaybird out here walking in the Lord's work, okay? Stomping all in it, honey. Knees and elbows and everything in the Lord's work.
Yeah, okay.
Be grateful I ain't out here on drugs, acting
Roller skated around and just read the news.
a fool. Don't judge me when you see me with my crazy light on. Still in Wi-Fi. Good night, y'all. Be safe. We'll talk tomorrow. Y'all be safe tonight. Don't do nothing that I wouldn't do. AKA go home, put a movie on, go to bed. Drink you some water. We'll talk.
Wait, don't do that or do that?
Talk tomorrow. Love you guys. Pray for me because God knows I need it. And I'm praying for y'all. Bye, y'all. Good night, Deborah. Good night. No methamphetamines.
You should tell that to us or herself. Okay, what is this? This is... I'm hoping the next day. Alright. Why is it not? Is it not the next day? I can't keep going though. I have to do Undercover Penguin. I gotta eat. But this one I think is gonna be weird. So she says, I'll remember forever. And it's 3 hours, but it's in the middle of the night. I thought this was gonna be the next day. Weird. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I'll be back in a bit. I just gotta eat some shit and then do Undercover Penguin. You know? This guy. Why will this not go? There we go. This guy. Undercover Penguin guy. Toodles for now. Toodles.